SummerSlam, if I had to guess.
Why would he do that?
Why would he do
I
that?
don't know.
He should not do that. He
Yeah,
should not.
what
I
you coming
mean,
around for? For this shit?
I mean, to me, it's like, because like he did Elimination Chamber as a favor to Nick, but every time they've gone back to him, it's like I always say this, because like if he does this, it only benefits the person he hates most on this planet. So, no.
If
that
they were to,
thing-
because they're at what 42 for both nights.
You talking about both nights combined?
Yeah.
Be probably like
Hold on.
closer to 44.
You got me
Let's
pulling out the
look it up.
calculator.
Where is that show again?
Minneapolis.
Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Okay.
Hey man, who's gonna be starting quarterback for the Vikings?
Isn't it still JJ McCarthy?
But they brought in. Didn't they bring in? Not Tua. Did they bring in Tua? They brought in
Where's kid? I'm out of the loop.
some
Kyler Murray.
Kyler
What?
Murray, thank you. It was one of them short motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
They're well, not like we're live or anything.
I'm aware of this. I'm like, what?
They're
At least you was polite.
they are currently at 44,774.
Okay. You
What
have
is this
hope,
that we're talking
Sean.
about?
You have hope.
Hope for what?
That All In will be SummerSlam, both nights. Wasn't that your thing, Sean?
I didn't say anything.
No, but wasn't that yours? I thought that was your thing, that they were going to beat.
They
All
only
In.
got 3 weeks.
I don't think I said anything about that.
Oh.
I
They
can't.
only
Somebody
got-
said that. No, I can't
Somebody
remember,
said-
but you're right.
yeah.
Somebody said that.
They only got 3 weeks though, whereas All In sold 4K last week alone, and they're still having triple-digit days every day. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
If
8,
it's
9,
anything
10.
to embarrass
The last
that company,
10.
I'm with it.
The last so out of the last 12 days, 11 of them have been triple digit ticket sales, which is how you get 4,000 sold last week. And then they both disappeared. We're supposed to be pre-show rambling.
By the way, I got a surprise for you, Chase.
Am I gonna flip you off?
Just came today.
I mean, it's not what I
Is that a
want.
4K? Is that a 4K?
No, that's
No, it's not.
regular Blu-ray.
No, that's why he doesn't
It
have it.
It instantly sold out.
Oh, did it?
I don't know
Yeah.
what I don't know what it is for me. Amazon always delivers my stuff early, no matter what it is.
It's the
You're probably right next to a distribution center.
and you probably have a distribution center that is
Oh, a supplier as well.
probably because they probably have them in the building. They're just not sending them out yet. They're not for. They're supposed to hold on to them until the actual release date, and they're probably not doing that. So
I mean, because this was
Technically.
supposed to show up on Friday, and it's Tuesday. So
when was it released?
Today.
Yeah,
It was released today.
Oh man, you got it today, all right, Sean? I
Yeah.
see you. Who do you know at Amazon?
And I don't even have Prime. So
Yeah, I would imagine what I just said is why.
How does a human being live without Amazon Prime? How do you do it, Sean?
well, I mean,
Talk me off. It's like to get me out of this hell that I'm in.
I mean,
Ordering things every day.
the only time I really need Prime is to watch NASCAR, and I use my brother's account for that. So
Sean, does anyone in your house have Prime?
yeah, oh yeah. Like I said, when Prime runs its NASCAR races, which was back in late May through June, I watch that stuff on my brother's account. Because
But-
he pays for half the streaming services and I pay for half.
So you have Prime strictly for streaming? Like you don't buy anything?
I don't buy a ton of stuff on Amazon, honestly.
That's what I'm talking about, Sean. Like
Yeah.
I need help with that. That's what I need help with.
It doesn't.
Yeah, the
it
streaming
does-
service is cool, is whatever. Yeah.
It doesn't help that like you get all that extra shit with Prime too. Like
There's something coming to my house
crazy.
every day, and I don't even know what it is half the time. I'm like, oh yeah, I got this because I need. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you, Brandon.
keep ordering shit. Keep ordering shit.
Prime is probably the least that I use as far as streaming services. There's not too much stuff on there that I watch.
I just caught up on Invincible last week, so
Man, I wish I liked that show as much as everybody else, man. Really wish I did.
Did you like
I
that
felt-
game?
or what?
I felt the same
But you
way
knew
about
you-
the. I felt the same way about. I was gonna say. I know what Josh's gonna say. I felt the same way about the comic though. I didn't like the comic.
Yeah, you knew
What's
you were.
everybody else
You
did,
knew there
too.
was going to be a point where you weren't going to like it as much.
I do. I still like it though. I always feel like, and this is spoilers for Invincible, very very small. The book and the show for me peaked when Omni-Man revealed himself, and it just had.
Well, that's like the first. That's the first thing.
I know. I'm aware. I am
No.
aware. And like it, stuff happens. It's all good, but then
Right.
just not. I don't know.
No, I don't think it peaks. I think it peaks. I think it suffered the same problem that if
Uh-oh.
the thing, it would be the same thing, where you would get what about issue 75 in the TV show, and then it would fall off a cliff. Not because it's bad, but things going on. So you know that, Marquis. You know
I
that.
know. I do know that.
I think it suffered the same thing. I don't think it was a case of him not knowing how he wanted to end it. I think he just strung it along too long.
They wanted him to keep making it. Like they wanted him
So,
to keep making it.
Yeah. So
Because it was a monster. That and The Walking Dead. You wanted him to keep writing it. So
There's elements of that show that's still on TV.
yes,
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man. Who's hanging on to this? Just the
AMC.
diehard or the diehard or the
Hey,
someone who's like watching. Like
James
for-
Dolan.
for AMC is some of their highest rated stuff.
yeah,
so.
that and the Anne Rice
is it
stuff.
highly rated though?
I mean, what you mean, like
Higher-
critically, no, but
No,
Or like people watch it. I mean, people like terrible stuff.
I know it's
Transformers, people,
not
like,
highly
watch it.
rated on AMC, and that's TNA.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they haven't been on. They haven't been listed the last
That's
three.
true.
They haven't. They haven't been listed the last 3 weeks, which means they're doing lower than a .02.
that's crazy.
Because some TNA fan was like, Dave's mentioned, has been like, "Why have you talked about TNA's ratings? I haven't seen any. They haven't been on the top 250 the last 3 weeks." And I was like, "That means they haven't recorded a rating higher than .02."
Do we know when that contract's supposed to be up? I thought it was like not even that long of a TV deal.
3 years. It's
Oh,
3 years.
really? Okay.
Yeah. Granted, they can obviously get canceled. James Dolan might not want to pay them $25 million more dollars.
Hey, I had this on the rundown, but let's just knock it out real quick before we start. Have y'all watched any of the episodes of Dark Side of the Ring?
yeah, I watched
Yeah, I mean-
the first two.
Yes,
I mean, yeah, the last week was the only one so far. So
What have you thought so
it was
far?
very. You needed. I saw a lot of people say this. You needed people like Dave.
I mean, it was the same problem they had with the WCW show, where it was just a bunch of carnies.
To counter what everyone was saying, and like I asked everybody like the questions I would have wanted, but like Monty Brown isn't talked about at all. Which is like if
Ridiculous.
even if you're this far out and you don't understand that was like the first chance you had, and then Joe was the second chance you had, that just shows how just like none of them either get it or ever really want to get it, and that's whatever it is. But yeah, it's very
Also
much
think it was crazy that Dixie Carter, like, she should have showed up, man. They talked about this woman like she was Satan herself, and I'm like, you really needed to be there because they were just punching and punching.
Because you can't blame everything on her. You can't.
No, you can't.
You can't.
And it's not like they didn't ask her either. I mean, she's the one who turned it down.
I think she probably thought that no matter what, it wasn't going to be like a good look for her. But probably in hindsight, she should have done it anyways, and been like, well, you know, yeah. I mean, even if she just admitted, hey, I was somebody from the outside looking in. I thought I kind of had an idea of what this was, and it was very evident that I had no clue what this was. So I don't think that's a
because I watched it with Britt, who obviously didn't follow TNA. She didn't follow anything until she
Right.
met me, and she was like, was she really that bad? And I was like, no, not at all. I wish she was here to kind of tell you
not that
herself
she
what
was
happened.
great. Not that
No, she wasn't great. No,
but I mean, really, it was Russo. Like, Russo and Jarrett deserve the biggest blame, and then her for going along with it, and then and whatever. We'll see.
And obviously they didn't really talk about. I mean, they sort of touched on it a little bit with how their original funding got pulled, and then Dixie and Panda Energy swooped in, but they really didn't. They sort of just made it like, oh, the 2000s were great for TNA, and it's like, they had great moments, but they kind of ignored a lot of the problems and a lot of the shit that was in between.
Right.
So
it was like,
Was Dutch on it?
they talked about him for like 30 seconds, but he wasn't on it now.
Wait, what? Oh, they talked about it.
they talked about him. Yeah.
they talked about him, but he wasn't on there.
He's not on there.
Huh?
They don't really talk about Dusty. They don't really talk about Dusty
Nope.
either.
Yeah,
I don't even remember him mentioned. Was he mentioned at all? I don't remember.
I think they say that they like brought him in. I think
they didn't mention how, I guess, Russo was gone for a point, and that was when like D'Amore was booking the first
Right.
time when TNA was good, and they ignored the fact that Russo was gone for a little bit there, and then they brought him back, and
But yeah,
We'll see how part 3 goes before I decide. to
yeah. I'm
recommend
waiting
this
for
thing to
part
anybody.
3 because I'm curious like how maybe they'll admit more faults in part 3, but
Oh, and they painted Jeff Jarrett
These
as the
people-
hero. Painted him as
oh
These
yeah, they
people-
painted Jeff Jarrett like a great guy.
Is Eric
sure
Bischoff
Jeff-
on this show?
He
Yeah.
just came on it.
Yeah.
on it.
Is that man ever admitted fault?
No,
Or is he clutching on to a year and a half glory forever?
forever.
What's the
Pretty
name of his podcast?
Yeah, forever.
We're
Forever.
way past
What's the
those
name of that
stupid
show?
Fucking 83 weeks. Way past it now.
Is it still going on? I haven't heard nothing about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it no more, right?
Yeah, 83.
Yeah, he does.
No,
Yeah, he
83
still
weeks
does
still
83
does.
weeks. Yeah.
Not bad. I thought he stopped.
No, dude, you kidding me? Conrad's got bills to pay.
He
Fuck
won
him, too.
Ric Flair's last match, 2.
Oh my god. That show. Christ.
You already talk about some other stuff.
Sure, man. Why not?
Do you want me to just go ahead and do this?
Oh, no. Let's
no,
go
no.
organically. Let's go organically through. Go organically.
Josh, start the show, please. Sir.
What? Start the show. All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Hello, all. We've been yapping for a while now, but welcome. We have Sean with us. We're going to talk a lot of G1. We're also going to talk some ticket sales. We're going to talk some business, since a lot of people in the wrestling media don't like talking business, apparently, and that
At all.
ignoring things at all. Even
At
though
all.
that's part of why decisions are made, and it's why even if you don't like something, you'd be like, well, that's why they did something. So it's worth discussing instead of just being fanboys about stuff. So, but we'll be fanboys too. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna talk G1. There'll be some fanboying going on. So where do we want to start?
Brandon, do you want to do it when you get to it, or say what you want to do now, Brandon?
Yeah, we'll just get to it because I might switch stuff up.
Okay.
All
right.
First thing, real quick, I'm gonna give Sean the floor. Sean has some words he wanted to say.
Yeah, so it was funny. Everyone was in Chicago last week for the G1 show, but the week before that, I was in Chicago because I was at the NASCAR race. Rich from Voices of Wrestling, he's a big racing fan. You know, his dad and his granddad were racing fans, so we had planned this trip for a while. Right, we would go to the race, and yeah, and then I found out during the trip after the race, because I was there an extra day, that my dog, Lady, passed away. She's appeared on the show briefly a couple times, just sitting back here on the couch, or I panned down and showed her. And yeah, she was a Cavalier King Charles. She was 12 years old. Died very suddenly. We'd actually taken her to the vet before my trip, and just for a separate issue. And I don't know how you guys have experienced, if you've ever had a dog, taking them to the vet, but Lady was extremely well behaved. She was, handled the vet with no issues. And I guess apparently over the weekend, and the weekend of the 4th, she just went downhill really fast with some separate issue. I'm guessing, I don't know this for a fact, I'm guessing it was a heart-related issue, because the Cavaliers, that's a common thing with them, is that they have heart problems. But I guess the silver lining is that she lived longer than most. She was 12, and I know the average age for Cavaliers is a little younger than that. So, she lived a long life. She was a great dog, and I've cried a lot. Probably going to cry some more. We've lost dogs before. It's not the first dog that we've had that died, but I don't know, this one, because of how sudden it was, just hit really hard. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna miss Lady really hard here for a while. So,
Yeah. All the best to you, Sean. Sorry to
beautiful.
hear that,
She was such a great dog. She really was. So.
And rest in power to Lady, man. R.I.P.
Yeah. Definitely gonna miss her. So.
But yeah, we're here for you, man. Anything you need from us, obviously, just let us know, man. All the best to you and the family on that. We want to move to, just because this did happen, I want to make sure that we talk about this. Y'all have anything to say in regards to championship wins? We had CM Punk and Kenny Omega just this past week.
Y'all want to talk about the interesting one or the one that's not interesting?
I think it's funny that some people tried to suggest that the Kenny title win only happened because of the Punk title win, which
You knew that was going to happen, though.
yeah, I mean,
You knew that was gonna
obviously the match got moved up from the pay-per-view, but very clearly, the Kenny title win was very obviously planned for a long time. They just decided to change when it happened. So.
And we know that was MJF's decision, and we don't know why.
Who knows? Maybe it was to spite Punk. Although I guess that move was made the week before. So.
When did they announce the CM Punk title match? Was it that night on Raw?
Yes, they did not announce that he was there until his music hit.
Right. They did the whole like.
So really,
I mean,
it's the inverse. That's what you're telling me. It's the inverse, right?
Yeah.
It had been rumored for weeks that Punk was going to be there, but they did the whole thing of they didn't actually announce him. There's just sort of scuttlebutt that he was going to be there.
You could put on a tinfoil hat and be like, MJF somehow found out, or the AEW people within AEW found out that that's what they were going to do with Punk, with Sammy, and MJF said, "Well, fuck that. You want to tinfoil hat it, but
what does it matter though? Like, what is
it doesn't.
What does any of that stuff matter to what AEW is doing right now?
It's wrestlers being wrestlers. It's wrestlers being wrestlers.
CM Punk is a sucker. CM Punk is a bitch ass motherfucker.
It is.
Go ahead, Josh.
Well, I was gonna say, I don't know why. Like, which one you like what? Which one did you find interesting, and which one did you not find interesting?
Kenny Omega is definitely more interesting. Like,
Is it?
definitely more?
Is
more
it?
interesting.
Is it just because?
I think the ratings showed that yes,
Well,
it is
yes,
more
yes,
interesting.
but from a political part of it, which one is more interesting?
I missed that. You cut out a little bit.
I
Jay.
think he was
said
saying
from
like,
a-
yeah, basically
he's
just
saying,
the,
like-
the messiness of Punk winning the championship is a little.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, yeah,
on screen of Kenny
well,
Omega.
yeah, of course.
Because it's clear he felt some type of way about losing to Roman, went home for 3 months, and then only came back when they put a belt back on him.
Right, and he had to, and he couldn't beat certain people to get that belt, so he had to beat Sammy for that belt, which was in itself just all sorts of messy. So,
By the way, that company stinks. Brand split. Ha ha ha. SmackDown champion losing this belt on an episode of Monday Night Raw. But people want to tell me that this company creates moments. They create moments that don't make no fucking sense. What the hell? The man just shows up on Raw out of nowhere, gets a title shot, was not involved in the decision at fucking their last pay-per-view, and gets a title shot and just wins like Hulk Hogan? What the fuck, man? What is this? What? Sure, CM Punk? Terry Bollea, same shit. Y'all seen the meme? He's starting to look like the dude.
No.
Y'all seen the meme? Same motherfucker, man.
Capping,
This is
bro.
crazy, bro. This is good. And like for some reason, there's excuse after excuse after excuse when this company does something shitty. And now it's at the point where like, other than their crazy fucking fan base, nobody else watches this shit. Like you got Dynamite. You got Dynamite. That people talk about, oh, the ratings are disappointing. They should be doing blah blah. They just outdid this bullshit ass show. So what are we doing? One thing is working, the other thing is not. It's just that simple. Nobody likes this shit. If you like the WWE at this point, you are just a weirdo. You are the weirdo now. It's no longer us. It's y'all. If y'all still like this shit, all of y'all. Y'all the weird ones. So stop calling us weird, because we like to see good matches and maybe things that look a little bit different than that shit y'all watch, because y'all niggas is weird now. Y'all weird. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
Well,
that shit pissed me off when I saw that.
I
You
guess
didn't
what was,
even mention the dumbest thing on the show, which was Oba Femi saying, I gave up my title shot just because I knew Brock would cost me the
Somebody else
championship.
talk. Go ahead.
I was going to say about Punk too. I mean, he came in there with a new physique. That's very interesting. I don't think he's
Straight edge.
yeah.
He's got drug-free tattooed on his knuckles.
yeah, and you know, he's not a hypocrite. He's not a hypocrite. Thing is, of all the things you could say about Punk before, being a hypocrite wasn't one of them. Like, something broke in this man, and it's really fascinating to kind of watch, because he definitely wasn't a hypocrite, and then all of a sudden it's like, now I'm gonna be a hypocrite, and that, you know, and not a hypocrite in the yeah, I'm gonna admit I'm gonna be a hypocrite just because I'm a hypocrite on this one thing. It's like everything, and then you know Cody's got to be like with a big smile on his face, because like he's like, hey, they all hate him now. They don't hate me, so it's all just.
No, why are you talking about Marquinhos' boy Raheem?
Hey man, cut that shit out. So if y'all don't know the story, I wore a Cody Rhodes shirt on a flight because it was clean, and I was gonna sleep in it during the trip, and I didn't wear the shirt. So I was like, let me throw it on during this flight. I record a video letting on Snapchat, letting my loved ones know I made it back to Colombia, and this motherfucker decides, are you wearing a Cody Rhodes shirt? I'm letting my people, because they told me to let them know that I made it home safe, but this motherfucker, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Why I'm a what? You mean I'm a...
You motherfucker!
Oh, and for those of you who aren't on the Discord, you missed this little bit of funness I posted.
Oh, you got
in
the picture?
response.
You got the picture?
Oh, I don't got the picture.
Copyright money or whatever.
Oh man, that's funny.
That's crazy.
All right, Chase. I'm gonna throw it to you. You have ticket sales and viewership and whatnot. Go ahead, talk.
So,
Go ahead. What you got?
because it's again, we're talking about this again because the only person talking about these fucking SummerSlam ticket sales is Dave. Because apparently you're not. If you're not Dave, you're not allowed to report bad news about WWE. So night one of SummerSlam, which is Saturday, is at 22,539. Night two is at 22,235. We are less than 3 weeks away from this show, and this building holds 73,659. These shows might look worse than G1 in Chicago. Like it's like
horrible. That's horrible.
it's the Saturday night's main event crossed 10,000 with the Jalen Brunson announcement, which I don't personally don't understand. But they put Roman Reigns and Jalen Brunson on a poster, and they got over 10,000. So I guess it's not as embarrassing, but it's still half full for the Garden, which is embarrassing.
It's still for
still
the
a good
Garden.
house.
That
It's
was
still a
what
good
they were.
house.
That's what they were doing when they decided that, you know what, we shouldn't be doing TV in the Garden, and we shouldn't be doing pay-per-views in the Garden. So not that it matters now, because the thing is, it costs so much to do shows in the Garden, especially if you do TV. That's why they got in trouble with the Madison Square Garden, because they weren't doing TVs or pay-per-views, and Garden wanted that money, and they weren't getting the money. So that's why we had all of the stuff that happened with the Garden. Sorry, Chase. I just was going to add that.
And now you got Dave Meltzer said this, and I tend to agree. What looks like the worst Saturday night's main event card ever produced. Like, have y'all seen this thing?
Nope. I'm looking
Yeah,
at it
of
right
course not, Chase.
now. Yes, you got it. You got
Oh
it.
my god. Well, the main event is Danhausen versus JD McDonough in a Knicks Championship celebration match.
For
The
real.
main event, the
I don't know if that's the main event. I think the main event's actually Punk and Cody versus some other team.
here
Gunther
we
and
go.
Sammy.
Here we go. Right here. We got CM Punk and Cody versus Gunther and Sammy. We got
Who
Brie
gives a
Bella
fuck?
and Paige versus the Fatal Influence.
Who cares?
Fallon
gives a fuck?
Henley and Laney Reed. Bailey versus Lyra Valkyria. And then JD McDonough versus Danhausen in a no DQ match.
what the fuck?
And then
is that?
robbing people, bro.
also a segment where Jalen Brunson acknowledges Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
King of New York.
you're in New York. Fine. Whatever.
What?
Isn't that a heel thing to do though? Like, isn't that a?
What do you mean, heel? You babyface.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that works, man. I don't watch that company. So when you acknowledge Roman, does that mean like you like,
Put your
I don't
finger
know.
up in the
I don't
air.
fucking know. I don't get. I just know you throw
you're
up a
at
finger.
church. Like you're at church. You throw your finger up in the air and you acknowledge him.
You look to your neighbor, Brandon. And you know.
Neighbor.
By the way,
No,
I
but
was curious. Do you want to know what the main event of the last Saturday night's main event in Madison Square Garden was?
No,
What year was this?
Come on,
Remind me what
this
year
era,
this was.
this era.
No,
Hang
the
on,
last
yes.
the last time Saturday night's main event was in MSG,
What was the year?
2007.
2007. This had
Was it
Matt Hardy.
Colleague
and-
Cena. Colleague
No,
Cena.
hold on.
Colleague
This had the
Cena.
Matt Hardy versus Evander Holyfield fight
Boxing
on it. I
match.
believe so. That had
But
that on there.
I guess technically the match that went on last was CM Punk and the Boogeyman versus John Morrison and
Oh my
and
god.
Big Daddy V with his rolls and his like boob fat.
Oh my god, man.
That I always, for whatever reason, as a kid, I always thought that Big Daddy V, that gimmick, had like the funniest. Like he was just a funny looking wrestler in that gimmick.
We got you, Sean.
They gotcha.
It was wacky, but
He was supposed to be a monster, and he was wacky and stupid.
yeah, didn't get the intended reaction. But there you go. That was the last time
Business,
Saturday Night's main event was in Madison Square Garden.
Business chase.
Do what?
Do you have any
What
more
are you talking
business topics?
The fact that again, not total viewers, live people watching on Monday last week did 679,000 for Raw, which was one of the lowest numbers in history. and we don't even need the nebulous max numbers to say Dynamite beat it, which is usually the case where it's like this Raw number did really low. But again, that soccer game did 50.1 million
Right.
viewers, which is what everybody's going to say. But still, like this is the first time this has ever happened.
What
Ever.
does this mean in the long run? What does it mean though?
It doesn't mean nothing.
It means that company sucks, and the only people that watch it are the idiots that watch it
We'll-
every fucking
we'll see.
week.
We'll see.
And
We
then
got-
watch it out. Hold up.
when-
And then watch it out of habit, and then complain that I'm a casual wrestling fan. I still like wrestling. This is the only thing I have time for, even though there's hundreds and hundreds of hours of wrestling every fucking week, and they just hate watch the show and make excuses as to why they don't give nothing else a chance. Those people. Go ahead, Josh.
We got what? 3 more years left on this deal.
Which deal?
The
Netflix.
I mean,
They just gonna-
technically
No,
we
you
have
have
7. What? 4? 4.
Here's
If you
a,
look at technically 9, but
Technically,
most
9.
likely 4.
here's a question I just thought of, going back to the SummerSlam thing for a second. I guess do you think this discourages them from trying like the double night thing again outside of WrestleMania? Because it worked last year with SummerSlam when they were hotter.
I think they're gonna
But
keep doing
you
that,
know.
Chad.
I think they're gonna try.
The reason they're doing it is because they're getting paid to do it.
Right.
Right.
Until that money
Yeah.
stops coming in,
I mean,
they're going to.
that's
But
the
I guess
thing.
at
Like-
what
like
point
this-
does if this trend continues and the attendance becomes embarrassing enough comparative to the venue, you know, at what point do they
like the
say,
tickets
hey,
since they're getting paid to put on these shows, the tickets are just the like cherry on top.
Well,
The site fee is paying for the show. The pay-per-view is bringing in enough, or the
right? Well, but again, I guess at what point does WWE go, hey, we're putting 20,000 people in this 70,000 seat stadium. This isn't a good look, you know.
well, you don't put them in.
I mean,
you
I-
don't do the stadiums. You
Right,
There's-
right. I think
there-
Dave Meltzer mentioned that like these shows probably would have sold incredibly well if they ran it at like the basketball arena in Minneapolis. If they did 2 nights that way.
yeah, that's where Full
That
Gear.
would've been
That's
fine.
where Full Gear 21 was.
Yeah. Like if they did 2 nights back to back in the arena, it would have no problem selling out.
Yeah, they've already sold more tickets than that place
Yeah.
holds, but they're in a building that holds 73,000. So,
Right.
but the Oba versus Brock didn't move tickets. Cody versus Punk didn't move tickets. Meanwhile, you got 8. Okay, let me do math in my head because AW last Sunday started a 50% off sale for All In, but from that point, so Sunday to Wednesday, they sold about roughly 1,300 tickets. But from Thursday to today, so they sold 2,700 more post Will Ospreay Kenny Omega match announcement. And no WWE show has moved that amount of tickets in a day since
Cena, right?
WrestleMania. Yeah,
Right.
since WrestleMania this year.
It's almost
My head
like
hurts from all that.
it's almost like wrestling fans want compelling things to go see. You know what would have been compelling? You know what they could have just did is followed their own fucking booking and did Obafemi versus Roman Reigns, because I think that would have sold tickets. Don't you guys think that would have sold tickets? The fucking King of the Ring winner going after the biggest prize in the business and not being afraid that he can't kick enough ass to win the world title? Isn't that more compelling than him going, Brock Lesnar would have just came out there and screwed me out of the title? You shouldn't even be thinking like that when your gimmick is what it is. That shouldn't even cross your fucking mind. You should be like, if he comes out here, I'll kill him too. That's what it should be, instead of, well, let me get him out the way and get him because I'm just going to give away the chance to be the top guy on this fucking TV show. What is this bullshit, man? What is this bullshit? And why do people still watch it? Can somebody explain that shit to me? What is this bullshit?
Well, not that many people are watching it now.
Why does anyone watch it?
But,
Why does anyone watch it?
Don't ask me, man. Go ask your friend Alfred.
Hey, whoa, hey. I let the Raheem Rose shit slide. I beat the shit out of you. Relax. Calm down. Calm down.
Let's get past the WWE. I think that's enough for today. We got a lot of G1 stuff to talk about. Markeem, you have a topic or something that you want to discuss. You was also at the show, so I'm gonna let you just start off saying whatever you want to say.
All right, so it kind of works better after, but I kind of bring it up. So after the show was over, Rich Kraetsch from Voices of Wrestling had a little impromptu meetup outside. Right, a bunch of people. There's a lot of people, and we all were just kind of talking about the state of how pro wrestling is talked about among fans. I won't get into the show. I'll just talk about that. But like the reason why I brought it up is because, and Rich even acknowledged this, is that the buy-in to a particular company and what they're doing really affects how you view everything that happens on the show. For instance, like if it like I'll even do myself. Like when I watch the WWE, this is me. Impress me. Go ahead, impress me. And if you're
those
that,
arms never those arms never get unfolded. Then
absolutely, and it's unfair to do that in a sense. But as human beings, we always do that. The thing is that it's hard to always acknowledge that. And like I feel like if you acknowledge it, and Josh brought it up in the Discord too. If you acknowledge it, then everyone can kind of like go with it, right? Me and him, we started talking about this because I was like, you guys are too hard on these matches. A lot of times this company puts on good matches, and when they're good and they're like universally praised, these two motherfuckers be like, I thought it was fine. I thought it was whatever. And I'm like, bro, you can't like, because if this happened in some place that you bought into, you wouldn't have this
He's
take.
talking about New Japan. He didn't say something.
Oh yeah, I'm talking my bad. I'm talking about New Japan. This is after the G1 show. And then when we got to talk, we kind of got down to the nitty gritty, and that was it. And we all agree, like, we'll talk more about it, but like the booking of this company is whoa. You know what I mean? Some of the things that they do is whoa. But as fans, we all have to get better at this, and I even have to do it. I just acknowledge the fucking WWE. I do it. We all have to get better at like being able to look at things from the big picture and being able to look at things in a vacuum. You know, and I feel like just as a whole, we got to get better at doing that. Even
so
on
you're
this
trying to say
podcast,
that
we do
people should like force themselves to enjoy stuff?
not necessarily, but no. If you're watching the show and like if you're watching the show and you know this is good, right? You should be able to allow yourself to drop your guard a little bit and just kind of get lost in what you're watching. You get what I'm saying? Instead of you just going, I don't like this company, so they got to go the extra mile to get me there. And we all do it. We all do it, bro. We
Like
all do it.
enjoying matches in a vacuum instead of constantly thinking about.
Instead of constantly thinking about this company sucks. You know what I mean? We all struggle doing that. It was a fun discussion. It went a little that was just that's how we all arrived there, and then we all started talking about how Dick Togo and the Garrote Wire, and then we all agreed to shit. but before that, we all kind of got to that point. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was an idea I should bring up on the show.
Yeah, maybe we can expand on that here soon. But you were there at G1. I know y'all watched the show. Overall, what did everyone think? It seems the fight, so it seems the people there, like great show, and people watching on TV is like,
I was gonna say, yeah.
I think
hang on, go ahead, Josh. Josh, you go first.
So, like, it's clear because hearing everyone that was there talk about how great the show was, and then watching the show and being like, I don't know about this, but knowing that going in, because I'd already people that had watched it, like, had said, I don't know about how good this is. I watched the crowd a lot, knowing that. If you watch the crowd, and I know Chase,
I made that comment.
Yeah, if you watch the crowd,
it's reverse WWE.
It's like, what the fuck is this production? Because that crowd was into everything, almost. They were definitely like you could see what they liked, what they didn't like. And I even switched thinking, okay, maybe it's just the U.S. commentary because they're having to overlay it. It's messing it up.
Nope.
You switch it, it was the exact same thing. So it was
So just poor production.
Really poor production.
Listen. In terms of go ahead. I'm gonna let all y'all talk first because I was there. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like the production just really wasn't great. And so that's the like big takeoff. And then
I'm gonna be meaner than that.
Well, I know that, but I have one other thing that I'm gonna say. Watching this show, I don't know who is to blame, and who's ever to blame needs to be blamed.
They
fact
cheaped
that
out on
Aaron-
production. That's definitely what they did.
The fact that Aaron Wolf and the Knockout Brothers were not on Forbidden Door is a crime. Is a fucking crime.
Well,
I
TK
don't
said he
ca-
wanted them there.
But they were involved in stuff at the same time, though, Josh.
But
Like,
you
they were
could,
doing-
but you could have put them in a who cares match. A who cares match.
But they're doing stuff in the company they work for at the same time. You got to be able to send the guys that are available.
But
Like they
I'm
were
just
doing
saying-
stuff while
but-
the show was
But
happening.
it is more important for New Japan to have those guys on that show than it is whatever they were doing in Japan.
I mean, I don't
The
know.
most-
I don't know. You might. I don't know. I get the point.
Like,
though. I'm not
think
saying you're wrong.
I think
The
that's
mo-
that because those who are the what are the 3 acts you got to get over to the U.S. fans, and you got to get over as big
the
as
Knockout
Suji.
Bros, Suji, and Aaron Wolf. Yeah.
You're right.
Aaron Wolf.
And now
None of 'em.
Suji, for storyline reasons, should not have been on Forbidden Door.
I
Without
agree.
a doubt.
I agree.
Should not have been. That for storyline. The other 2 acts, the other 3 guys should have been on Forbidden Door, because that is, I think that is, they are too important. And the fact that when you see Aaron Wolf not in fucking House of Torture bullshit, that he actually looks like, oh wow, this guy might actually be something, is just insane. They need to keep him away from that bullshit. So
Well,
that's
he's
my-
gonna have one match in this tournament. That's guaranteed.
That's fine. That's fine. But I'm just saying that he went out there with a guy that's a guy, and he had a fairly okay match just with a guy. And you could have put him on Forbidden Door. You could have had him the guy taking on Danny Garcia. You're telling me Danny Garcia couldn't walk him through like something that would have been really, really cool? So that was kind of my big takeaways from watching.
He's great from underneath, man. The Yoshihashi match, and there's that dirty word Chase don't like to hear, is actually a great one. Is actually the one that got him in the tournament. Actually, a great one. He's really good from underneath.
I will be bringing him up in a little bit. So, from my perspective, if you're not on our Discord, I'm a big movie collector because I hate the way films look on streaming. I think it's a lesser form. It's inferior in every way to an actual physical disc. Like, there's no comparison. Like, you got like I got an OLED TV. The OLED be OLED, and it's amazing. Brandon, you got an OLED TV now too.
Yeah, but I'm digital, baby. Fuck that physical shit. Ain't got time for that.
But yeah. So I put this show on, and the first thing I notice is they got 3 camera people around the ring, and they're all using handheld cameras. That was bad sign number 1. There was a crane there with a much better, more expensive camera on it. And then there was a hard cam where whoever was operating it was like someone had just introduced them to the concept of zooming in and zooming out on a camera. Also, all the ringside cameras had autofocus turned on. So constantly, as people would be moving, the cameras would go in and out of focus. Also to mention that all the 3 ringside cameras, they're all the same model. So they all look the same. When they cut to the crane shot, color temperature, completely different. Yoda Tsuji looks like he's been in Hawaii for 9 weeks. Callum Newman looks red. Weird stuff. And then hard camera, it's got a 3rd different color temperature. So the visual part of it was all out of fucking what. And that's not even before you get to the audio, where they clearly didn't mic the ring. The only mics were the 3 shotgun mics on the handheld cams, which weren't on. The only audio we were getting was whatever was bleeding into Chris Charlton and Walker Stewart's headsets. So all you hear is like, bullshit. You can see everyone there standing up and down and yelling this, but all you can hear, bullshit. And it like to.
So there's just indie level quality on the show. Is basically what you're saying.
I'd put this below Modern Indies. This was worse.
Gotcha.
To me, this was abysmal. This was an embarrassment. No major company should ever, especially since now they're owned by TV Asahi, and shouldn't be. I'm gonna guess these people are out of Chicago because they're not New Japan people. Um, like there's no excuse for you to say we want to be a major player in America. We want to be a major player on the international stage and put on production this bad. CMLL on that fucking My AEW show was not this bad. Like visually, it was great. The only problem with that was the commentators were terrible, but there was nothing like technically wrong. Everything was technically wrong with this. Like,
Well, I have a question we haven't discussed yet. Were the matches any good?
They were fine.
I thought so. I actually wrote the review for Voice of Wrestling, which should be up sometime soon.
Oh, I did star ratings, and it looks like Ricky after AEW pay-per-view.
But I thought so. Like, I didn't think it was as good as the people who were watching in the building thought it was like this fantastic show. I didn't think it was that strong, but I still thought it was I thought a really good show. I mean, there were 3 matches that I thought were legitimately great, and then everything else I thought was, perfectly fine. Like undercard stuff, just, nothing. I didn't think anything on the show was bad.
You didn't think anything on the show was bad.
The wrestling, I didn't think there was a bad match necessarily. No.
I did. I thought there were 2 bad matches. But we'll get into that as we go match by match.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah.
that was gonna be my question. Did y'all want to go match by match? But that's fine.
Yes.
This will go match by match. All right,
sure.
cool.
So the guy that's there don't get to say shit. What the fuck? What's about to happen? Let's wait a second. God damn it.
My bad.
What about the production, man? Have you watched
All right,
back
so-
yet?
No. But overall, and he got his trip. Talk about.
I wrote all these notes. You
That's
told
way
me
better.
to take all these notes. I wrote all these notes about the trip. And y'all motherfuckers just, let's go match by match. Like, wait a minute, all right?
I'm
So-
I can't go for it.
The trip itself was really cool. Me and Britt did a lot of cool stuff. I won't chronicle everything we did. Just a lot of cool stuff. This dude, I'm pointing downward, but I'm pointing at Chase, had me nervous about you guys are doing public transportation. You know how much I spent in total on public transportation, Chase? You just suck at that. You know how much I spent on and everything all together? Do you know? Would you like to know? Would you like to know, Chase?
Probably.
Answer my question. I spent $95. That's it, and I was there from Thursday to Sunday.
That's
Totally
fine.
fine.
New York.
Totally
Chicago
fine.
doesn't have Mamdani.
Doesn't matter. You was like, you're gonna get killed by those fees. Like, nah, bro. Like, it was public transportation everywhere, brother. Like, I don't know what the fuck you were doing. but anyway. The most I spent, because I just didn't want to deal with it, was the Uber ride from now back to Rosemont, and that was like $29. That's the most I spent for a single trip, and I didn't care because I just didn't want to deal with walking back to the bus station. I didn't want to do that. But that being said, though, I thought being in the building that I am now more pissed off than Chase is that production, because I saw a tweet from Suit Williams like, don't let anyone lie to you and say it wasn't electric in that building. I've been to ECW Anarchy Rules. I went to Revolution with y'all. I went to I've been to WWE pay-per-views. I've been to Undertaker Center Stage. I've been to other wrestling shows, and this is probably the second best crowd I've ever been in. And the fucking problem was that I saw the cage match rating. I saw the cage, and I was like, what? What are y'all watching? And then I watched the show, and I was like, oh my god, they dropped the ball. They dropped the ball. It was a magical in that building. It was motherfuckers I didn't even know, like walking up to me like, yeah, high-fiving me and shit. Like, bro, we were so excited about this goddamn show. And then the first thing I do when I wake up the next day, I see like a 7.4 cage or something like that. And I was like, what happened? And then I just decided to cut it on, and I was like, all the magic has been sucked out of this show. Every time I'm ready to praise this company, they do some bullshit. Every fucking time. I was like, everything worked here. And I saw Chase's ratings, and I'm like, almost every fucking match, I went nearly a star more than he did live. Like, that's how it felt live. And I was like, oh my God, they fucked it up. It's so frustrating every time. 2 steps forward, 1 giant leap backwards, man. I can never get excited about anything they do because I want to. Their philosophy is what I love about pro wrestling. And every time they do something right, they do something wrong, man. It's so annoying, bro. That's I'm telling you, you had it in that building, y'all. I'm telling y'all, me and Josh always talk about, like, it's kind of funny. We were talking about, like, growing up, trading tapes and, like, fucking shit. I'm almost out of breath. Trading tapes and, like, talking about, like, old All Japan and shit like that, right? And, like, people, like, you just had to be there doing that at the time, right? That was like one of the moments where I like, yo, you really had to be in that building to understand. Speaking of the building, Chase, what was the final number for attendance?
30.
4125.
That was
They got the
that
4?
that was their number. That was their number.
I was about to say, ain't no fucking way.
I think the actual number
38?
was under 3. It was under 4. I'm sorry.
No,
It was like 38,
no,
39.
it was slightly
38
over.
something.
Slightly over. Hold on. Let me. 4,032.
Okay, all right, so the meet and greet. So the day before the show, right? I go to the meet and greet. I meet a lot of the wrestlers, have long conversations with a lot of them, right? Just most of them.
Under the stairs.
Yeah, me and Chris Charlton literally had like almost a 20-minute conversation just hanging out under the stairs. By the way, he's aware of Josh and he's aware of me. That's kind of funny. I took like a weird selfie with him. And I don't know if he knows of the show, but he's aware of Josh and he's aware of me. That's kind of funny. But I was talking to Rocky Romero of all people, right? When I was on the phone with Chase and then my Uber got there and I was like, I'll talk to you later, my Uber's here. As soon as I turn to walk away, I pick up something off the bench. Rocky Romero's walking out the door. And I stop and we talk a little bit more. And I ask him, I'm like, hey man, why the Now Arena? You're involved in management. You privy to these discussions. We have to be honest about the state of this company right now. Why the Now Arena? And he was like, well, I am in those rooms, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. The decision-making process is not something that I'm involved with, but I can tell you why we chose the Now. And he was like, being honest with you, y'all know the financial state of this company. We just went through a sale. It's a transition, all that stuff.
Well,
he was like,
more to that later.
You said what?
More on that later.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk more about that later. He was like, what he said? He said the Win Trust is the arena that everybody knows, New Japan for when they come to Chicago, and we would have put the same amount of people in the Win Trust arena. I'm gonna tell you right now, that arena is more expensive. And I was like, really? He was like, yes, it's downtown.
Well, yeah, it's actually in Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, it's downtown. And I thought he was blowing smoke, but I'm gonna get to why I know he wasn't. He was like, it's downtown. It's in the heart of the city. He was like, it's just way more expensive. We knew we wanted to run Chicago. He said, funny enough, we actually hollered at Tony Khan and was like, hey, man, about how much does this cost? And he gave us a number. He was like, whoa, that's significantly cheaper. Let's run this building. Then I was like, that could just be some management shit that people say. Like, it just sounds like he's just blowing smoke. So then at the meetup, when I met with Rich Craich, I told Rich what Rocky told me. And then Rich was like, that makes all the sense in the world. A bunch of random shit is at the Now Arena. Mm-hmm. Like, they barely do anything.
Graduations and just...
It was like they barely do anything at this arena. So in the financial state that this company is in, it actually makes sense that they did that. So he was like, I don't know how much people they wanted at this arena, but he was like, we'll find out more later. He was like, but they would have did the same amount of people at the Win Trust, it just would have looked better on TV.
So what he told you, without a doubt, is absolutely correct. And the reason I know this is I'm going to get really geeky.
Okay.
Gen Con, which is the big, giant board gaming, that type of gaming convention. They do it in Indiana. People have forever have asked them to do it in Chicago. Chicago's easier to get to, has more hotels, all of this stuff, and they have the big giant convention center there. The problem is that if you run, and I know this from personal experience, if you run that convention center, to have someone put in to plug something into one of the sockets, you have to pay a union electrician to come in and do that. Yes.
To plug something into an outlet?
Yes.
What?
You are not
That's
allowed
crazy.
to plug anything into an outlet unless it is a union electrician, which automatically means you're talking $500 probably just to get him in the bill, so you probably have like 8 of them just walking around getting paid doing that shit. That's just at a convention center. That's not at a, so doesn't shock me at all.
That's
Doesn't
crazy.
doesn't shock me at all. So, and I know that from personal experience. I know that from doing a wedding show in Chicago, because we had to have a guy. They had guys walking around, and you had to basically pay them. That was part of the site fee, was paying these guys to do that. You could not do a thing.
Oh, I got to tell y'all too. Another thing happened at the meet and greet. So, other than meeting the wrestlers, and I kind of give little tidbits as we go through the matches on the card. I met Gato, and funny enough, I froze up like a bitch because I met him, and he was walking by, and I just shook his hand, and I felt so bad because I was like, Gato, nice to meet you. He was like, oh yeah, thank you for coming, and then he walked off, and I was like, fuck, I had him right here, and I didn't. It's like I froze. I don't know what it was. No one else I got like. I don't know if I was starstruck. I don't know, but I had him. I had him dead to rights because it was just me and him, and nobody was around him. And I was coming out the bathroom. This motherfucker was walking by me, and I had him, and I just shook his hand.
What would you now?
I don't know, but something other than hi. Nice to meet you.
But I'm saying, like, think of it now. Like, what would you have said?
Man,
Why have you fallen off so badly?
Why have you forgotten the basics? Something like that. Why have you?
Would you have kicked him in the balls like Naito did that one time in the G1 final?
Shit, maybe I should have did something. Though. I froze, man.
Let me ask you this real quick, Marquine. Just looking, not surrounding the show or anything at all, just looking at the event and the show, and maybe the atmosphere and everything itself. How would you compare this to the one that you went to in Dallas?
So it's funny, Chase brought it up the other night when I was texting him. And he was like, this is way better than the one in Dallas. And, from a match quality standpoint, I guess he probably is right. But I don't know, man.
I said the opposite.
What? No, yeah, he said the Dallas one was way better than this one. Yeah. And I was like, I guess from a match quality standpoint, he probably is right. But I can tell you as somebody who's been there, who went to both of them, and maybe it's because I had my fiance next to me, but then it's not even just me. Because somebody like John Carroll said that. A few of the other people I ran into, they all were like, because they were some of the people. In fact, and I was going to bring that up. Thank you for bringing that up, Brandon. Almost everybody that I met, in fact, everyone except one person that I met in Dallas at that G1 show was at the Chicago show and I ran into. Every single person minus one person. So the same people traveled. You know what I mean? And after the show, I talked to about half of them, and they all were like, this was better. And it felt like a better show. Like leaving the arena felt like a better show. So again, that's why I'm so angry at how bad they fumbled that production. Because I'm telling you, you had to be there. I'm so serious. You had to be there.
Did you
annoying.
watch the whole thing? Did you
watch the whole thing? Yes, I watched the whole thing back, and I was pissed the whole time. I was mad. Then when you were putting that shit in the Discord, I had just finished the main event, and I was trying to calm down because I was pissed. I was like, let me hold all this in for the show because they did something right, yet they did it wrong, and it's so annoying, bro. Because I'm telling you, that was a special show to be at. I'm telling you.
Let's go through it real quick here then. Aaron Wolf versus Hanari. Aaron Wolf wins. This is the opener. What did y'all think?
Pretty good match.
I thought it was a good, solid match.
Yeah, good,
The
solid.
Yoshihashi match, from the qualifier was better, but this is still pretty
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
He's also in there with Hanare, so like
This pisses me off so much because again, I still don't know if that dude is good, but I know he's a rock star. I know he's charismatic as hell. I know he was doing all the wrestler stuff. I know after the match, and they didn't show it on production. When after the match was over, he was looking around at the crowd, leaning over the guardrail, pointing at kids and shit, talking about "Let's go." I was like, this guy has it. This dude has it, man.
Finally
Yeah.
got new gear too.
And he got new gear, new music. The music's different too.
Not sure I'm a fan of the color of the gear, but I like that it's not like the Young Lion look anymore. So.
It'll be fine as long as he never shits his pants.
yeah.
Jake Lee defeats Shingo Takagi.
I fucking hated this. What the fuck? What? Like, I've never cared for Jake Lee. Like, I've never understood it. It's like, okay, he's a 6 foot, he's a tall Japanese guy with a sort of good physique. Why are we still trying with him? And now he's doing what?
Marquine can
What
tell
the
you.
fuck would you
Marquine
even
can
describe
tell
this
you.
as?
Marquine can tell you.
Let me explain. So I'm not going to say I like the gimmick. I'm not going to do that. But I will say.
Well, it's not just that. It's just he sucks on top of having a.
But then again, like, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't think he's that great of a worker either. But in the building, this match was good, man. Like, I understand why you hated it, but in the building, people were into it. Everybody was into it. Not just like the whole arena. When he did the dance, that was one of the loudest pops of the
Yeah,
entire night. Like, literally of the entire night. So I don't know, but I get it. I get what he's doing. It's just like it's just not the type of shit I like. Cause like the little things that stupid production didn't fucking catch is that when he was doing the goofy stuff, he was like, "Come on!" Like trying to get us to cheer, and everybody would boo, and he'd go, "Ah!" And then one point that the production completely missed is that he did like some underhanded shit, and he zoomed in on Shingo, and he turned around, and everybody started booing, and he went, "You know what?" and they missed it completely.
But see,
Like-
you said that he was definitely and Rich said this when he talked about it. And in the arena, arena guy, and you both had said that, and then I watched the show, and so I'm like I was watching him like a hawk because I hate his matches anyways, even though it's a Shingo match. I'm like watching, and I could see it, I could understand how, and if he's like that, if he's a in the arena type of guy, I can see why Noah, I can see why All Japan were like would
Let's
be
try
like,
it. Let's
try it because look, he's over. He gets over with the live crowd, but it doesn't translate at all.
Because
So-
you know what, I was always the guy like, yo, this dude, I don't understand. Like Chase, I don't understand why they do it. I don't get the appeal. But like seeing him live, I'm like, I see how he could swindle someone into thinking. That, you know what I mean? He's the you know what he is? He's the Trevor Ariza of pro wrestling. That's what he is. He swindles you into thinking you're gonna get something that you're not gonna get long term.
No,
That's
don't do
him.
that.
That's it. No, Brandon, that's him. That's him, Brandon. That's him. He's Trevor Ariza.
I thought the match was
Disrespect the Trevor.
I thought the match was perfectly fine, and I think for me it just further reinforced that as long as Jake Lee is like in the lower part of the card, like
It's fine. Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah, just
Inoffensive, bro.
don't put him in the main events. Just don't put him in the main events.
This is probably the lowest rating I've ever given a match with Shingo Takagi in it.
He's had worse matches than this. And I can point you out some if you want me to
Yeah.
later. He's had worse matches than
I ain't gonna seek that out.
But
He said the worst ones he's ever seen.
I think Lee is definitely going to be one of these guys who is like the early, the traditional. Oh, he's the guy who gets like a couple wins early, but then he
And then
falls
loses
back later.
every-
Yeah.
You got
Oh, this was a good time to bring up, because I took notes, the worst wrestling fan I have ever encountered in my
Go
entire
off.
life.
Go off.
Because this is how this was his genesis. This was his genesis. So, funny enough, before the show started, he was really quiet. He didn't really say much at all. I spoke to him because Brittany sat down next to him and she spoke to him, and he seemed really friendly and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be a chill atmosphere. It's like in the first match, he wasn't around. He went to go take a dump or what? I don't know what he was doing. He was gone for the entirety of the first match. But then as soon as he sat back down, Jake Lee was Doink the Clown, and Shingo Takagi was Kenzo Suzuki. That was this guy. That he legitimately said that. And then and then one thing he did is that every time someone bounced off the ropes, he went, trying to get everyone to do that shit. Anytime anything happened, he referenced something that somebody in the WWE did or some random AEW wrestler. And then what makes it so annoying about him is that he is training. This man is training to be a pro wrestler. So he's asking me questions about the G1, right? And this is fine. This is fine. But then as the night goes on, he goes, "Man, this show has been really good." I was like, "Well, for $9.99, brother, you can finish the tournament if you want to keep watching the tournament." He goes, "I don't care enough to do all that, but you care enough to train to be a pro wrestler, you piece of garbage, you piece of shit that ruined the entire show for everybody else, mainly focusing on yourself, trying to get yourself over all night, starting these dated ass chants all fucking night, the raising it. This motherfucker's referencing shit no one does anymore. He's doing the wrestling chant. When the last time y'all heard that ever at a fucking pro? No one does that anymore. This motherfucker, Yoda Tsuji comes out, he reminds me of Seth Rollins, man. Look at his gear. Like, yo, shut your ass up. And he's going to train at the Black and the Brave, which means this dude will probably succeed. We will see this mullet, Bullet Club wearing shirt guy for the rest, you know what I mean? And then the other thing that he did, right? The other thing that he did that I hated the most, right, is that when people were coming out, right, we're on the floor. Me and Britt, we're on the floor, right? Entrances are happening. Everyone's standing up trying to, get a view of the wrestlers or whatever, right? This motherfucker is like running to like the aisleway when they're like shorter people, like Britt is one. Britt, if y'all don't know, Britt is 4'11". She's like the size of a fifth grader. She's like the height of a fifth grader. He's like running in the aisle, blocking shorter people from taking photos and shit like that. It got to the point where I was like, "Hey, move. My lady is trying to get a picture." And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, bro, it was shit like that. It was him doing shit all night, not thinking about the people around him all fucking night. And then it got to the point where it was the guy behind him that had to pretty much tell him, "Hey, man, calm down. You're fucking loud. We don't even know what's going on because you're loud. We can't even follow the match because you keep trying to chant." This guy was the worst thing I ever encountered. And if he ever sees this video, because I told him about our podcast, because I thought he was cool, if you see this video, you need better etiquette, sir. Bullet Club, mullet guy, you need better etiquette. Because what the fuck? I tried to leave the show because I had to use the bathroom. He runs into Britt. He tells her, I guess he was looking for me, talking about have a good night, right? And then Britt goes, he's over there in the merch line. You want to tell him goodbye? Like, no, fuck this guy. Like, this is the worst shit I've ever encountered, man. I wanted to give that man a segment, his moment in the sun, because he craved it so bad at the fucking show. Jesus.
So if this guy is training to be a wrestler and he liked what he saw at the show, wouldn't the smart thing be to
watch as much
buy
wrestling
New
as you
Japan-
can watch?
buy
That's
New
what I
Japan-
told him.
buy New
Wrestling you
Japan
can watch.
World, watch the rest
That's
of
what
the
I
tour,
told
and
him.
actually take notes
and watch
and learn
like
from these different
find
wrestlers.
somebody that you're like, hey, I can do that. I can.
That's
do
what
that
I told
and
him.
steal that shit.
I told him, I was like, "Hey man, you should probably want to be a sponge because like these guys are on national TV and you might learn something." Blah blah blah. He goes, "Nah, I don't care that much." I'm like, "Well, you're gonna suck. He's gonna
probably too
suck."
busy watching Raw from 30 years ago.
Jesus Christ, man. He was the worst kind of fucking, because I explained to him, because he was like, I saw Gabe Kidd. Is Gabe Kidd here? And I was like, nah, work visa. He was like, well, how does that work? I was like, I don't know, man. Look it up. Jesus, I've never applied for one. Motherfucker, like, I don't fucking know how that shit works.
How does it work? Is they say, "Oh, you're a wrestler. What company do you work for?" "Oh, WWE." Done. The other one, you get to wait.
It could be any company. It's just the other one. It could be any. Oh man, look. That guy sucked. That guy. And if I remember other shit he did, I'll bring it up. But y'all go ahead.
We got Oscar over Renarita.
Oscar was over. Oscar was over. I was shocked.
If you turn your volume up to 200% and try to hear it. So this is the first time I've ever seen this dude. I canceled New Japan World in February of 2024, so this is the first time I've watched it since then. So this is the first time I've seen this dude. 6'7", clearly got charisma. My only issue is that he needs to work his height.
Yes.
Because he does a lot of like bending down and trying to get to his opponent's level instead of making them come up to him. Like perfect. Like to me, like okay, your finisher's a sleeper. Like go watch how Brody King does a sleeper. Like this dude is like hunched over, bent down because Renner is like a foot shorter than him. Whereas Brody King, he literally like he hangs people in his sleeper. Like it looks violent. Like it just looks like you're.
And the only thing the
like,
guy in the sleeper has to do is hook his hands on your arms, and the
Yeah.
guy can lift you, and it's fine.
But but just from watching him, he's got like all the potential in the world.
I think this is a story that Joe and Rich mentioned years ago about how when Lance Archer first went to New Japan, he was working a certain way, and then I think Gato basically told him at one point he wants more monster, and that's sort of when the switch flipped for Lance Archer in New Japan. He started doing more, I guess, monster stuff, and he got a lot better. I'm guessing that's probably what he needs to do more of, based on what you're saying. But
I mean, he threw a big boot that was really impressive, but that was like the only big man thing he did.
I think at least for me, and we'll talk about it a little bit more later. I think one of the bigger stories on this show is that you got two relatively clean House of Torture matches, with very
Well, it's a
very
G1.
little bullshit.
It's a G1, so
Well, wait
But
till
I
they go
That
back
ain't
to
got nothing to
Japan.
do with nothing. That ain't got nothing
No,
to do
I
with nothing.
wonder.
Wait till they go back to Japan.
I wonder if they're smart enough to know that shit would not fly in the U.S.
well,
Hey,
they were
now,
chanting House of
That they
Bullshit.
could.
Hold
that they
on,
couldn't-
hold on.
That they
Time
couldn't
out,
put
time
it
out.
all up and down the card.
Josh, I'm not so sure because it was funny enough when I was done with that show. When I was talking to a bunch of people, they was like, "If this dude is on the show, we wanted at least one because we want the experience." Because when I was talking to people,
I'm saying up and down. I'm saying up and down.
Oh, yeah, of course not, of course not.
And
But-
I'm saying that.
But like the arena match, we all expected it. Like everybody, it was like, "Oh, here it goes," and it didn't
I'm
happen.
not
It
saying
was a
you're not
little
going to
disappointing.
get. I'm not saying you're going to get the Yano match. You're going to get the Yano match.
Not
That's going to
anymore.
happen. That's what the House of Torture match is. So you got
The
one.
Yano matches were good though. They were
Not all of them. Not all of them.
they were entertaining.
They were
though.
short. They were short. They were usually short.
Not until you know what it was.
You gonna tell me that Mox versus Yano's not an Eternal Classic?
I don't even remember it. I don't remember it at all.
That was
Yano beat
Mox's
him.
first loss at GN. That
No
G1.
one. No one.
I still don't remember Chase.
Yeah.
I think even without the other House of Torture guys, I still went into it expecting a lot of cheating, and it didn't really get that really at all. I mean, Narita used a chair.
That's what
at
I
one
mean.
point,
I
but
think
that was-
I think they are aware that it will not. I think they get that it would not play if they did it up and down. That the second when you would get to the second one, the crowd would start to turn, and if you did a third one, the crowd would be like,
of course
would be
not.
like,
Yeah.
would
Of
just
course not.
completely revolt on you. So.
Didn't have that same mentality when you go back to Japan, Gato.
But-
if you
But
want to
the
do
thing
one,
is,
just do one.
I think the thing is that in Japan, those fans, they've only had 15 years of this, not 40 years of this.
Listen to what you just
That-
said. Listen to what
I know, but I'm just saying that they've had, and that's why all the companies do it, is because they've only had like 15 years of this, where in the U.S., this shit dates back, probably even more farther than that, probably almost 50 years
Like the
of
dawn
just
pro-
of this, and this is how you do pro wrestling, and it's like, what the fuck. So, like that.
One thing I do want to bring up though that I hate about the live production, as over as the Knockout Bros and some of the other acts on this were as faces, Ren Narita was that over as a heel, and the broadcast did not catch it. I hope y'all noticed because motherfuckers was booing that man out there building. Oh, so annoying they dropped the ball. So annoying. So annoying.
We got Yuto Ice over Great Khan.
This is the weakest match on the show for me.
but
Not that it was bad. I just
But
didn't
Ice
think
was
it
over as.
Oh, yeah.
He was over as a.
I think it's more on
fuck?
Great Khan. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of.
Don't let Brit hear you say that. Hey, that was funny. As soon as his music hit, she said, "Move me over there. Move me past these people." That's the recorder. She's standing on her tiptoes and shit. And then as soon as she saw her face lit up, the whole match, her face lit up. I was like, "Oh my god, man!" But this was cool, man. I thought it was a lot of fun. People were really into Udo Ice. They booed Great O'Khan. Sorry, y'all didn't catch it. I apologize, but
Can I say something? People complain about that Yuta isn't good enough in the ring. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't fucking matter. The guy.
It will though. It will though.
It will, but it doesn't matter
But right now, no, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking now. It doesn't matter. Like, and if all that means is that he's the number 3 guy in the company instead of the number 1 or 2. So fucking be it, but don't think that he needs to just stay in the mid card because he can't, he's not good enough in the ring. That's ridiculous. This guy, I was like shocked at how over he was. Like I knew he would be over, and he was over more than I thought he would be over.
Man, he got the second loudest pop of the night. Like, it was crazy. It was and Oscar got like the 4th loudest pop, but when he walked through that curtain, it was crazy. It was great.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I thought it was really a solid match. Gave it 3 stars.
Same rating I gave it.
Oh, see, I got 2 1-stars and a 2-star.
Zack Sabre Jr. over Shota Umino?
This is probably the biggest.
Are they do?
This is probably the biggest disconnect from like y'all and like us, because in the building, this was fantastic. Like this was like
I thought this was great
fantastic.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, at least for me, whenever Sabre and Umino wrestle in a tournament, I think their matches are great. I don't know if it's because of I don't know if it's just the only other comparison is like that super long match they had at the Tokyo Dome, and with these tournament matches, they have a shorter time limit to work with. But I don't know, in tournament settings, they just always kill it, at least for me. So this is apparently
people are losing their mind like the last 5 minutes.
You think this is the biggest disconnect? I think there's another match with a bigger disconnect between the live. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll talk about it.
But it's the other way. I think there's a match on here that I think there's a match on this show that the people like us watching it liked it probably more than you guys in the arena did.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about, and I agree. I think I know what you're talking about. What? We'll get to it.
I'm confused. But yeah, it's clear from commentary that there's the whole idea is to push Shota as the heir apparent to Tanahashi, and I just don't see it.
He's not the guy.
He's not that guy. He doesn't have it.
Turn him heel.
Turn him heel.
That's not going to fix my biggest problems with him, though, is because he throws his elbows like Lance Storm throws a chair.
He doesn't have to throw him, man. Just turn him heel and do something else. His punches are not bad. His kicks are not bad. Just
the elbows are abysmal, though.
The elbows are bad, but like he can just do others. Just turn this motherfucking heel, man.
I gave this 3.5. I thought it was really good, but again, it's just like I saw it more as Zack Sabre being excellent, and this not.
Oh man! Oh, see, nah, man.
Nothing.
No, man.
This black hole of charisma.
Nah, man. I ain't gonna let you get that shit off, man. That dude was good here. Don't do that. No, you know who hates him even more than you do? Rich Craich. And after that show, he was like, I even gotta admit, Shota Umino was great here. Like you just hating now. You just a fucking hater, man. This shit is crazy. That's crazy.
He's not great.
You hate.
He is not great. What do they want him to be?
saying,
Walker Stewart made this point clear. Walker Stewart made it clear on commentary, and so did Chris Charlton. He ain't that guy. Flat out, no.
Here he was really good though. Like you hating. Your ass is hating.
Can he ever be that guy? Hell no.
I don't
Absolutely
know.
Not.
Like I said, turn him heel.
That's what they did with Naito, but they just won't do it here.
I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. Just turn him heel. That's my point. Just turn the dude heel.
We got Goto over Sonata. Oh,
This is
All right,
way
stop
better
right
than I
here.
thought it
Stop
was
right.
gonna
Stop right here. Stop everything right here. So, they had the fucking qualifier tournament, and Yudo Ice and Oscar came out of it, right?
Yeah.
And yeah,
But you also had Taichi in there and Yoshihashi. Does Taichi have a broken neck right now?
No, but I think
Does Yoshihashi have a broken neck right now?
Nah, but I think Taichi didn't want to be in this tournament though. I think it was something like that.
I also think
Why-
it's worth noting
why-
that Taichi has never really come to the U.S.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Okay, Stick Boy could have came.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Stick Boy could have had a better match with Goto than.
But they wouldn't have did that in the United States though. They wouldn't have had the tag partners fight. They wouldn't have did that. It wouldn't happen.
So I'm watching this match. His arms are atrophying. He's got the skull end on Goto. It looks completely preposterous because he's got these. His arms are bones because he hasn't got himself fixed and he's atrophying like crazy. His physique is gone. For some reason, he can still do the moonsault and land on his feet. He probably shouldn't be doing that with a broken neck. But I'm just watching this and it's like, what are they doing putting him out here in this condition? Like, what does this serve?
Japan.
it's a name. It's a name.
Japan.
But I still thought it was the best Sonata match I've seen in a long time. Now,
I gave this a
granted,
star and a half.
my
What are you watching?
my expectations were like rock bottom, and maybe that's just part of it. As I thought it was going to be a shit match with House of Torture stuff. I thought it was.
Nah, in the arena, it was good. People liked it.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was. I looked back at my star ratings from last year. It was better than every single tournament match Sonata had last year. Which again, not a high bar, but still.
Also, this was another match that weird mullet guy pissed me off in. Sonata goes for the skull in, and this motherfucker goes, "Oh, Crossroads." Crossroads. And this was the point of the night, by the way, that he asked, wait, is this tournament like the Continental Classic? Mm-hmm. Flip those things, man. Flip those fucking things. My God. God, I was like, nah, one came like, 30 some odd years before it, sir.
Hey, if you want to get real technical, I could say, hey, isn't it like the Crockett Cup?
There you go.
Listen, this son of a bitch, man.
But it's like what? I said it today on the Discord. I fucking hate this shit.
I mean,
Like, what are
also
we doing?
the other reason why he's in the tournament is because they probably want one House of Torture member per block.
Yeah, each
And
block,
that's the guy, yeah. I
It's
mean,
gonna be
if
him.
they're going to do that, who else are they going to put in there from the House of Torture?
It could have
Who
been
are
Chase
Someone
Owens.
that doesn't have a broken
It
neck.
could have been Bad
Someone
Luck
that doesn't
Fale.
have a
It could have been
broken
Chase
neck.
Owens.
You know, they could have put Doki in here. That could have been interesting.
Well, they don't want him working stuff like that. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's still hurt. So.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Oh, what's his injury? Does he have a broke fucking neck?
I can't remember.
You know, Sonata's got a broke fucking neck.
Okay, Chase, get the
we
point.
got Callum Newman over Yo-Yo Yomura.
This is another one. Vast difference live.
Yeah.
To another one vast difference. Because live, it's fucking great. Like people were losing their shit. I'm sure y'all saw the crowd reacting, but couldn't hear them. But live, it was dope as hell, man.
It was a little better on rewatch for me when I watched it the second time. I thought it was a little better than I did watching it live.
You watched the show 2 times.
Well, I had to write about it.
You had
so-
to
Oh, you did. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't
Watch
paying
it the
people
first-
yet, Brandon.
Yeah.
but live it was dope. So Callum Newman, I wanted to talk about this too, because Chase had a little blow up about his shoulder in the fucking Discord today. I just want to tell y'all what he said. That's it. I talked to Callum Newman for a very long time at the meetup. We talked about how he got the Kiss the Crown gimmick thing. We talked about Will Ospreay. Apparently, when his friends came up with the crown thing, he wanted to get a crown tattoo, obviously for the United Empire. And he was like, I got one on my leg that's already corny. put on my wrist. And the guy was like, "Hey, when you do clotheslines, you should just say kiss the crowd and then throw the clothesline." And after he just started doing it, should pay that dude. But he was like, we talked about gaming, and it's funny. Chase brought up that Callum Newman looks like DSP, and to kind of bring that back, we were talking about his shoulder. I was like, "Hey man, so how's the shoulder?" He was like, I was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I mean, it hurts. Not gonna lie, say it doesn't hurt. Structurally, there's nothing wrong with it. They say I could rest. I'm not gonna rest because I don't know how to do that.
Obviously.
But he said I don't want to sit around and just get caught wanking myself on camera like the streamer guy that everybody says I look like." I was like, "That's DSP."
like I don't know. I just get pissed off at people on our Discord when they go, "Oh, Willow's injury was at work. Oh, the Callum Newman's injury is at work." When it's like, Willow's not as evidence because her body serves a different purpose that,
Markeem Graham
very much enjoys. But like with Callum, his abs are starting to go. He's losing definition in his arms. It's clear he can't lift right now, and that's fine. But it's like he definitely wants to be on All In. Can he get through this tournament scot-free? I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, because I know that his whole thing is, he told me the doctor said he can go, so he gonna go. That's what he said.
I mean, I guess the good thing for him is that he's got a week until, between that show and the next show. So
Rest up a little bit.
just do the tournament matches, and then when the tags come up, just take it light. Just be like Togi Makabe. Just like take no bumps. Just
Zack Sabre Jr. brought that up too. He was like, the only reason why he's like cool with flying over here and doing the first night is because it gives them like a whole week to just chill before they have actually start the tournament. So, he was cool too. He was cool as shit.
You got Roy Oiwa over Oleg Bolton. That's in our main.
Funny story. So Rohei Oiwa, I did not know was a comic book geek, and then he asked me in very bad English, "Who's my favorite Green Arrow?" Because I had on a Green Arrow shirt, and I said Oliver Queen, and he was like, "Boring," and he walked out.
That's funny. No, this is the match I think that if you watching it was much better than what you guys
Didn't like this at all, live. Didn't like this at all. A lot of people
I
did.
thought it was fine.
I thought it was pretty good.
yeah.
I think it was hurt, at least watching it when I watched the show live. It was definitely hurt being that match in between Newman, Uemura, and the main event, because it was that point watching live on Saturday night where it's like, okay, I'm sort of ready for Tsuji Takeshita. I know this is really good, but I'm ready for the main event. So,
Well, I think the reason you guys probably did this was they didn't mic the ring, but being able to actually
They didn't mic a lot of things.
See them hit and just bomb on each other, like up close, I think helped them probably being away, and I think that was probably why you guys didn't like it as much. I think it was one of those type of matches.
Because it was funny when it was over. Britt was like, "I hate I'm gonna say this, but I didn't like an Oleg Bolton match." She was upset because she was excited to see him, and she was like, "I didn't like that."
I'd have been upset too if I was there live and it came off that way. I'd have been like, "What the fuck? That's my dude. What the fuck?"
Yeah, she was losing her mind when he came out. Great O'Khan, Oleg Bolton, and Red Shoes. Losing her shit for all three.
But not his son.
No, she cheered shoulder. She cheered shoulder. She was super into shoulder.
Main event is Tsuji versus Takeshita. Tsuji over Takeshita.
awesome match.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
I guess we'll actually talk about the actual match before the other Yoda Tsuji stuff. To me, it's just like watching this. It's like they have fucked up so badly with him because he's got everything. He was ready to be the guy. When did he come back? 3 years ago? 2 years ago. When
Yeah,
was it?
2023.
He probably should have
should've-
beaten Sonata. He probably should have.
They should have
Sonata.
strapped the rocket to him then. And then this again, my conspiracy theory turned out being accurate. By the way, of him getting Callum getting the belt because of what he said. That was true. But yeah, it's like he's got the charisma, he's got the timing. He's so forceful with everything. It's just like what the fuck. What the fuck? And his Takesha's a perfect opponent for him because he's just as fast. Like they're equals athletically, and it's an incredible thing to watch. I gave this 4.5. I thought this was
Yeah,
very,
same.
very good.
Yes. Excellent.
What do, you,
Excellent.
what do you guys think of that new finisher, the sort of spear that spins around?
To me, it's more like a quick belly-to-back suplex where you dump a guy on his head real fast. That's what it looks like to me.
I think not enough people know that's his finisher.
Right.
That's what I think. That's what I think.
Well,
I think it
yeah.
looks
It-
live. That shit looked vicious. We
feels-
all knew it was over. We knew
It
that.
feels like one of those moves where it's only gonna come off well if he like nails it perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and he nailed that
It's-
one. It came off very well. Yeah.
It's not as bad as the Moneymaker in that regard.
No.
Man, but yeah, live, right? This was incredible. The live broadcast also did not catch Konosuke Takeshita looking at the crowd and going, "It's fucking Chicago! Let's fucking go!" You didn't catch that at all. And then Yoda Tsuji, when he held the belt up, the crowd didn't catch this either. It was this lady that was in front of Britt, and it was Britt, and there was this lady behind Britt, and then he blew a kiss in that direction, and he went like 1, 2, 3. I was like, hey, wait a minute now, hold on, wait a minute. But that shit was awesome, and they didn't catch it. They didn't get, and it was little subtle stuff that they were like saying to each other. They didn't catch it because I mean, you know, we know about the production.
There was one thing they did catch during the match that I thought was amazing is that there was, I think in the middle of the match, at one point the crowd did a G1 chant, and then when
Yeah.
they quieted down, there was one guy who audibly yelled G1 fucking climax, and that was perfect. That was perfect.
And it was crazy. Like the last like 5 minutes or so, like the some of the rows like spilled out, and like it was like a cluster of us standing in the aisleway, just all reacting to stuff. There's some guy I didn't even know. I gave him a hug when he went to guess the kick out. I didn't even know that dude. We were all losing our shit, man. It was a magical fucking night, man. I just hate you guys didn't experience the magic. I hate it, man. I hate it.
Well, you did.
This didn't make me want to resub.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I really don't.
Hey, MLW's
So-
on there now. MLW's on there now too.
Like what?
Huh?
Fusion,
TV
every
show.
week.
Fusion's on there.
The TV show.
Ain't that on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah. I just on, what's the name of that service they went
I
now?
can't remember.
What's it called? I can't remember. Some service they're on. Sean, what's the name of that shady service that
Oh,
MLW was on?
I don't.
Flow
I
Slam.
don't know.
No,
No.
not Flow
Closely. Oh my
I missed
Slam.
Flow Slam.
Something ridiculous.
I
It shows
missed
like
Flow Slam.
concerts or something like that. Now they got like a deal with them.
Access
Veeps?
TV?
I think it's called Veeps.
Yeah, Veeps. You watch it on Veeps.
All right. So then there's the other shoe with Mr. Suji.
Oh, good. What you gotta talk about?
So Kadani did an interview with Playboy of all people. I didn't know Playboy Japan was a thing, but apparently, is it Takiori Kadani?
Do you like titties and
Takaki
too.
Kadani.
Takiaki.
Takiaki Kadani. He does an interview with them. So he basically says, because when the sale happened, we were like, this is way below their value. What's up with this? And he basically tells a story that when Yoda Tsuji made all those comments about Bushiroad, that it basically gave him PTSD. And it's like, okay. And that he told Geto to get the belt off of him, and he immediately began sale negotiations because he was done with this fool. And it's like, one guy? Really? One guy caused you to sell New Japan? just because he said you're just a trading card company and you treat us like another dick. That
I mean,
comment
you gotta
kept you up
remember.
at night.
You gotta remember. It's not just the one guy that was precedent. Naito used to do this shit. Like so many guys did it, and I guess that was like the straw. I think that might have been the straw. I think he was like, he keeps putting the belts on these guys that don't fucking respect me. See, you know what? Fuck these people. That's probably what happened, man. I don't think this is one guy.
Okay, keep going.
Okay,
Chase.
Josh.
No, keep going, Chase.
But yeah, it was some other stuff. Like he said, what was that ridiculous quote? Like he had a good point about fandom. But his example was
Stardom,
all wrong.
but he used Stardom. He said obsessive fans can cause like the downfall and the decline of our industry. I mean, look at Stardom or something like that. He said, I was like, bro, Stardom? What a bad example. The best example is the WWE. It's the best example of that.
But it's like, really, dude? You sold this company for far less than it's worth just because you felt some type of way of what Yoda Tsuji said?
It's also Japan. And they're still Japanese as much as
what they got was $160 million less than it's worth.
I'm just saying that it's Japan. It's still Japan. It will always still be Japan. Everyone can try to make it sound like it's not Japan. Japan is still weird. The Japanese are weird.
Cyber agent was probably like, word?
They're still weird about things. So,
but again, it's another thing that pissed me off. Is the only reason I heard about this is because Dave Meltzer mentioned it on his podcast. Literally heard this from nowhere else. Saw it nowhere else until Dave mentioned it. And I'm just like, what? Like, is all we have to cover is we're gonna post quotes from fucking CM Punk's appearance on Stephanie's podcast all week? That's all we're good for, Fightful?
Yes.
That's all we can do?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like we are people. We are the national choir.
We have to.
Yes.
The stuff that WWPR sends us, we have to do as news, or my God, maybe WWE won't like us, and then we won't get access to WWE.
Like, I probably shouldn't say this because Tony's Kumbaya approach is clearly working because their tickets are moving, ratings are up, pay-per-view buys are nuts, yada, yada, yada. But to me, if it had been me in charge of my company and my viewership beats Raw's viewership for the first time in 7 years, I'm sending out a fucking press release. I'm telling every motherfucker on earth, hey, we beat this motherfucking show that's been on for 33 years. I don't give a fuck about the 50.1 million. Like, come on. Like,
what do you? Why? For what reason? Like, what is that going to accomplish by doing that?
We're
like,
better
if
than
that
them.
happened, what would that accomplish by doing by saying that
we're better than them? Put their dicks in the
I don't
dirt.
even think you have to say that. I don't know. I think you all. I'm trying to think of how you can say it without.
That's a little tribalistic for me. That's why I don't think it should be a thing. Like, I don't think.
Like, I think you can
boost about your show without talking about theirs.
Ironic.
That's what
they do it all the time the other way, though.
Well, let them.
Like, all the time.
Let them.
Oh, Chase,
I hate this Kumbaya bullshit.
No, I'm serious. But the wider wrestling fan, unfortunately, has proven that they prefer when people just like don't even acknowledge. Like it's just proof now. Like the numbers and everything have proven it.
Well, no, that's not true. I don't think that's. I think it's.
AEW. I think AEW fans like that.
No. I think you have fans that don't like it. I think they're fine with it as long as you're not saying it about WWE. I think that's the issue.
What do you mean? Explain.
Like, I think you have a lot of fans that are like, oh, why are you saying bad things about WWE? But, oh, you can say whatever you want about AEW or whoever.
Oh, yeah.
And that's fine. Like, I think you have a lot. I think that's where a lot of the tribalism, like, really comes from. And I don't think people get that. I don't think people don't take a step back and look at it. Because even if there's tribalism on both ways. the WWE tribalism is so like because it's not just that it's tribalism; it's weird tribalism. That's like it's weird stuff that they bring up, and it's like okay, but anyways. So what's next? What were we
We're on to Brandon stuff now.
okay?
Hold on, real quick. To wrap
Okay,
to wrap up my Chicago trip, in case he listens to this, I introduced Oscar Lube to our show. He searched it on Spotify. I don't know if he clicked play. I hope you did, brother. You will enjoy it. We praise you on here, other than Chase saying you need to wrestle better. But
The last show I said he was the fourth most over guy in the company. What you talking about?
But shout out to you, Oscar Lube, and shout out to everybody I met. I want to name some people. I got to chop it up with JJ Williams. I don't know if y'all know him, but that's the photographer.
Yes.
He's like everywhere. Got to chop. He was cool as hell. Russell Tati, I don't know if y'all know her, but she makes YouTube videos. Really cool. I met Jack and Carissa, Cheeky Jack and Carissa. They were cool as fuck. This older gentleman whose name escapes me right now, but his wife was also there, and his wife had been a wrestling fan for 35 years, and they met at a wrestling show, and then just been magic ever since. So shout out to them, and I was like, bro, where you find her at? The fan of the show that watches and listens to us that wouldn't give me his screen name. You come up to me at the meet and greet. You say hi. What is your screen name? Identify yourself. I'm not going to pick on you or anything like that. I was humbled. I thought it was cool. That you listened to our show. That was dope. It was cool meeting you. Rich Craich, cool as fuck. Dope as hell to meet him. And even the whack ass guy at the show that wouldn't shut the fuck up. Thanks for making the trip unbelievable. The homeboy that I told to listen to our show that I met a Galloping Ghost, that we run around the arcades beating people's asses and reported what we did. That was cool too. So yeah, just cool meeting all y'all. Experience.
How was
I
that?
went to go
How
see
was-
what up to Duke, because Duke was there.
Oh yeah, Duke. Yeah, by the way, I forgot about that. I think I saw you, Duke. I think I saw you. But if you saw me and you didn't come speak, I think I saw you. I think I did. I wasn't sure that was you. There's a lot of people in the way. I was trying to make sure Britt was okay because her feet was hurting. She has bad feet. She's flat-footed. Needs to go to the podiatrist. Doesn't matter. But yeah, podiatrist.
You should know that, Mr. Insurance Man.
Yeah, whatever, man. I know it when it's in front of me. But yeah. So if you saw me and you didn't come speak, shame on you, Duke. But what were you asking me, Josh?
Well, no, I was asking you like how was Galloping Ghost? You
What the experience? Oh
Yeah.
man, like
Yeah.
the hype was real, bro. Y'all was not lying. They
It's
like,
bigger. It's bigger than since we went.
like that.
Like
they,
you've
they
seen
over
more
1,000
stuff.
arcades
It's
now.
bigger.
dog. They have an original Children of the Atom like machine.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
the original cap. Like, do y'all know how much that cabinet used to cost? Like now it's a bit cheaper. It's like around $8,000 instead of $17,000. But they had an original Children of the Atom cabinet. They had the Royal Rumble cabinet. They had fucking
Yeah, they had that way there.
they had Super Punch Out and fucking Punch Out. Like what the fuck? And Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. What else did I fucking see that I was just shocked by? They had the Street Fighter 6 arcade version and the Street Fighter 5 arcade version. Nobody ever has both. They had both. It was crazy.
When we went, they had the only copies of Beavis and Butthead and Primal Rage 2, and there's others now.
Yeah. I saw both of those too. I played fucking Tattoo Assassins. What a piece of garbage. What a piece of
You
garbage.
gotta play it though. You
Couldn't
gotta play
believe
it
how
though.
bad that shit feels.
What a game! What a game!
Like it feels worse than it looks. Why does it feel so bad?
I got a question, Markeem. Is the shmup room still empty?
Yeah, it was still empty. It was empty. Nobody was in there. Nobody.
Yeah,
was
only
in there.
weirdos play those games.
Yeah, nobody.
Only weirdos.
Nobody was in there. But yeah, it was fun. This one lady beat me at Mortal Kombat, which was kind of crazy. Just I ain't trying to stereotype, but very unassuming. Did not expect what I received on Mortal Kombat 2. That was crazy.
Oh, two? Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
that was.
'cause three's the one that's got the infinites real bad that you could just dial a combo. Just if you put it in fast enough, you won.
Yeah.
But-
She was kicking people ass at 1, 2, and 3. Like she was doing all that stuff, and I did not expect that. Just by looking at her, you wouldn't expect that. But
Did you play Street Fighter?
The original? Yeah, of course. I
Yeah.
had to.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
It's so
Can't
bad.
do
It's so
anything.
terrible. It's
Can't
so
do
terrible.
Not, but I
so
figured
bad.
out. I figured out the. See now, but I figured out the input like kind of shortcut to be able to get your shit out a little easier. Hold the strike button as you do the motion and then release it. It's so weird because it helps a little bit. Like when you do the quarter circle, release punch, and for some reason it comes out 95% of the time. Not 95. Yeah, but it was fun.
last
That was no fast
time-
pace.
The last time we were there, which was me, Ricky, and Brandon, we pretty much stayed around NFL Blitz for hours.
Yeah, it was a
Just
bunch of
playing
people
each
playing
other.
those too. Yeah. And NBA Jam. I didn't even get to touch any of the NBA Jams because there's people always on them.
What about Hang
Alright.
Time? Surely you could have got on Hang Time.
Yeah.
Hang time's underrated. Hang time's underrated.
What about Arch Rivals? Did you do Arch Rivals? Arch Rivals is there.
Yeah, I saw I saw the grid also. You played the grid. The grid is there too. Crazy.
I've never had 6 people. If we ever get a group of 6, we can actually do it. Anyways,
All right, so
Brandon,
I got, yeah, thank you, appreciate it. So I got a couple of G1. This is a couple evergreen topics that I came up with. We'll go over a few here. I tasked everyone with coming up with their all-time G1 block. So 10 guys in a block. It can be all-time from any point in wrestling ever. And just who would you want in the block that you would see, obviously, all have matches with each other.
Who wants
We
to
don't have to go
first?
too long into this. Did anyone want to go first?
I've been talking.
I have a
about
graphic.
it.
I made a poster.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, then go for it. Chase.
I made a poster. So to me, number one, I was like, everybody's going to do a block with like all these top guys. No, I'm doing a B block. So here we go. Here's my guys. We're starting out with Buzz Sawyer, the best power slam ever. This guy in this format would fucking rule. And I'm sad he never got to do it. Dean Malenko, man of 1,000 holds. Need I to say more? WCW young Dustin Rhodes. He was athletic along with having the natural talent. 2007 Eric Stevens. This guy was a powerhouse. And there's always you always got to have a young guy in there you got to get over, and he would have been perfect in this. Hayabusa in this format would have been fucking awesome. Necro Butcher's just a wild, crazy brawler, and it would be insane to see him in this match. Particularly, I wanted to see Necro Butcher versus Roosh for the same reason. I want dudes that hit hard. Rob Van Dam, pretty much the same thing. High flyer striker, just like Hayabusa. And the last two, I don't need to say anything because you know why they're there.
Okay,
But that is my
It's
dream.
not bad.
block.
It's not bad.
that's not bad.
It's very good.
Eric Stevens is funny.
I guess I'll
Gotta
go.
have
Next.
a young guy.
I guess I'll go next.
I bet
My-
me and Josh
my-
is almost
my-
exactly the same.
All right, so
I'm just
Hashimoto,
spamming great guys.
Muto, all right,
Yep.
Masawa, Kabashi, Kawada, Samoa Joe, Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow, Ishii, and Shingo.
So just a bunch of big guys that hit the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
All his matches will look the same.
But they'd all be awesome.
I had variety. I had 2 wrestlers.
Yeah, I at least put-
I had
at
a
least put a-
technical master.
I got a comedy guy in mind, so just to mix it up just a little bit.
I was like, nope. This is.
That's
I
fine,
want.
that's
I
fine.
want 10 guys that I want to see them all wrestle each other, and that's.
Have the
That's what I
same
want.
match over and over.
Yep.
I'm kind of similar.
You're getting old.
I'm kind of similar
Hey,
to that.
I would
so
have done that before. So.
mine I have is I got Danielson, Angle, Osprey, Tanahashi, Omega, Rey Mysterio Jr., Orange Cassidy, Samoa Joe, Darby Allin, and then I need a comedy guy. I got Jey Uso.
Jey Uso. Jey Uso.
Hey man, I need a Toriano. I need a Bad Luck Fale spot. Let me see what can happen. And there's a test. Is this dude really good, or is he just an
No, he's
The
not.
answer is no. The answer is
I mean, if you want,
Are we
you
all
could've
gonna
done-
have Samoa
You
Joe?
could have done.
We're
you
3
could've
for 3
done-
on Samoa Joe so far.
What?
I think
We're
everyone
3
feels
for
like
3 on
Samoa
Samoa
Joe
Joe
would be
right now.
very,
Yes.
very good in a G1, especially like Prime Joe. Like,
y'all want me to go? Sean, you
Yeah.
go. How about Sean? You go. I can't hear you, Sean. Can't
Oh,
hear you.
Sean muted.
Muted. You're
Sorry,
muted.
sorry about that.
Let me see.
Okay, let me think about this.
Oh, you didn't write it down? You weren't ready?
I prompted you in the message.
But I just asked him. So
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for the last couple minutes.
that's
Have Markeem go
minutes.
first, and you can.
Yeah,
go.
I'll go first
it's
and then
okay.
come back.
It's okay. I
All right,
got it.
yeah,
I
Sean,
got it.
let her rock.
I'd probably go Ishii, Shingo, Prime Joe, obviously, Shibata. That's 3. Or no, that's 4.
That's 4.
I almost said
Kenny. I'll go with Naito because Naito, Prime Naito's awesome. So I think that's what 6. And then I guess I'll go with Ospreay. Very chalk, obviously. Ospreay, I guess Prime Danielson, Prime Kurt Angle would be 9.
I'll take current.
And okay, let me think. One more. Okay, this is gonna be. I said.
He
Samoa
said
Joe.
Joe.
So
I
we're
s-
4 for 4. Okay.
I still like this guy as his work.
Oh, he about to say
obviously-
something stupid.
No, 'cause when he was in
Disclaimer.
New Japan, when he was in New Japan, he was incredible. Mike Elgin. I mean, come on.
Oh, I mean, listen.
Oh, Michael,
We're just talking about him as a worker.
Yeah.
We're just talking about him as a worker.
Hey man, Michael Elgin, Kenny Omega ladder match. One of the best ladder matches.
Hey,
He had some great matches, man.
We want to talk about the we
stuff.
can't name them, Elgin and Davey. That match.
I need to watch that match. We got to put that on the list. I know we can't watch it on the show, but we got to figure something out. I need to watch that match. There's no way it's that good. No way.
All right, so mine is.
I,
What happened? What I missed?
no, go ahead. No, you got it.
Okay. Mine is kind of similar to John. I just talk shit about him. But I have Jun Akiyama, John Moxley, Dr. Duff, Steve Williams, Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii, Kenta Kobashi, Taz, Samoa Joe, Stan Hansen, and I got one comedy guy, Colt Cabana. There you go.
There you go. That's good.
Hey, he's worked a bunch of Noah tours. That fits.
There you go. He could get in there with all those mean guys. I put Okada in there because to me, Okada's at his best when he's getting the shit beat out of him. And all these dudes are going to beat the shit out of him. But Colt Cabana, his whole thing will be, man, why I keep getting put in here with these tough-ass dudes, man? I'm just trying to have fun. And all his matches can be like trying to stay
Or you
away
know what
from
you
them.
could do? You could do. He gets hurt in the first match,
And he
then-
comes back as Matt Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, it's funny. I remember fantasy booking like with other people, like who would be cool to see in a G1 back when New Japan was in its prime, like pre-COVID. And one person at that time, like 2018, 2019, who kept getting brought up because I guess even though he was getting pushed down people's throats, his work was better. Was Roman Reigns? So maybe not current Roman Reigns, but like Roman
I'm
Reigns
right
from
with you,
like
brother.
6 years ago.
No, that would have been.
Wait, hang on. They're saying that they want to see Roman Reigns in
No. Just fantasy big. Oh, who would have been cool to see in a G1? Roman Reigns, circa 6 years ago before he turned heel.
Roman was an underrated worker then, man.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that I would agree with you on that, but 9 matches of Roman Reigns? I don't know.
Again, not modern Roman Reigns. We're talking Roman Reigns of like 2019.
Would have been fun, man.
Hang on, Duke on his list that's on there. You see his? I can't post anything.
People putting in the chat, but the chat's not even moving.
He ain't posted. 93 Brett, 92 Sting, 2000 Rock, 08 Joe. 2000
Joe?
Angle. That's a
TNA
weird
guy,
choice.
dog.
87 Macho Man. Kevin Knight, Braun Breaker, Bandito, and 98 Goldberg.
Man, Goldberg in a fucking G1.
G1. I guess you get a lot of short
He
matches.
has to make it to the final. He got to go to
Yeah.
the final.
Does he?
He has to, man.
98? Yeah.
Yeah, he has to.
You think he's going over? He's going to beat The Rock in their match?
That could be the final. That
could
could
be the
be the block decider. The block
could do a
decider
double
is the
count.
Rock.
But they would still But they would have a match though. I don't know. That's it.
Brandon's like, I don't want to see The Rock in the year 2000 and Goldberg for the. Yeah, I don't think that'd be very good.
All right. Real quick, I also wanted y'all to do. We're gonna do a Blue Moon mixtape. Should call it that. I don't know. So we're gonna go over. I said 5. Maybe look at 3 because 5 might be a lot. But let's kind of go. We'll go one by one, so that way we don't name the same stuff. We can kind of switch
Alright.
stuff up. So we're
Can
gonna
I
make
start?
recommendations for all time or our favorite G1 matches that we've done. I'm gonna go in the order that I see. I know it's a little bit different for everyone. But I'm gonna go in the order that I see here on the screen. So Markeem, you're first.
Okay,
With
good.
your first
I'm glad I'm
recommendation.
first. So my recommendation is the match that made my fiance now understand pro wrestling. Jay White, Kota Ibushi, 2019
I know
G1
that was
final.
gonna be it.
That match has everything about pro wrestling all in one place, and that is why I stand that dude. That is why. That performance. One of the greatest performances from any pro wrestler of all time.
I love that match. I love the match. I got Chase on here next.
Masahiro Chono versus Rick Rude. Absolutely do
Good
not
choice.
watch the Starcade rematch.
Good choice. Good choice.
What, Chase? What?
I almost
Don't
had
Starrcade
it.
rematch.
I almost had it on my list. So
Josh, what's on your list? First one.
let's do AJ versus Suzuki.
Suzuki. I knew it.
Fucker.
Yep. Y'all
That's on my
remember
list.
his
I'll take it off, but that's on my list.
do y'all remember his review of that match? Josh was losing his fucking mind.
That was that. But here's the thing: the reason why I think that match is because the one thing I love about the G1 is people kind of like proving themselves through the G1, and that was AJ's that was the match. Like he had other great matches.
Tough. Yeah, I can be tough.
Yeah, and that was the match. He went in there with him and Suzuki. I love that match. So
All right, I'm on deck. I'll go. I still got it as probably the greatest G1 match of all time, and that's Tomohiro Ishii versus Katsuyori Shibata.
it's on my list too.
Motherfucker.
Like,
I'm gonna take it off.
like it wasn't an epic match. It was 12 minutes, and it was one of the best stories I've ever seen. And these dudes went in there and absolutely destroyed each other. I've watched this match, God, at least 20 times. I don't know. This is the match that absolutely made me fall in love with New Japan. I would say like what made me a fan, like started to watch them, was the Okada and Tanahashi match from Wrestle Kingdom 7. But watching this match that year when you have to pay the $150 on Ustream to watch
Right.
G1, and I watched this on here, that's what made me a fan on there. So I'll go with that one.
You didn't even mention that when this match happened, you called me on the phone, drugged me out of my hiatus, and made me watch this match.
This was a good one. This was one great one, man.
So are we all picking several different matches here, or are we just picking
Three
one?
matches.
We're doing 3, but we're just kind of going in a circle so that way we
Okay.
don't pick each other's
Okay,
matches.
because
Pick something different.
my first thing, I would say just the entire Naito Omega series, because they had 3 matches 3 years in a row in the G1.
Motherfucker.
But if I had to pick one for the bunch, my personal favorite and the only match that I would ever go 6 stars on is their first match from 2016, the B Block final.
Find you someone that loves you the way Sean loves that match. Sean brings that up whenever he gets a chance to, man.
Because what happened, the story with that is that I woke up just in time to watch it, and I was convinced that Naito was going to win because Goto had already made the G1 final for the A block, and Naito and Goto had wrestled twice already in that year and split matches. So I figured that, okay, that makes the most sense that, they're going to meet in the final and have the deciding series. So when Omega won, that was a total shock to me, and the result itself was a big reason why I love that match. But if I had to pick one of the whole series is great, but if I had to pick one match, it would be the 2016 match.
Hey, man. Producer stuff on the fly. We're going to go snake format. Sean, go again.
Okay. If I had to pick one that wasn't Omega Naito, by the way, I do think that I think Kenny might be one of Naito's best. Maybe Kenny might be my favorite Naito opponent, but
I don't think that's a
just me.
debate.
But okay, I'll go another one, a little off the board. Maybe a match that people don't remember. That was excellent. 2019, Cork and Hall, Moxley and Ishii.
Almost made mine. Almost made mine.
That's got Tomohiro Ishii doing a frog splash through a table. That's one of the best matches of all time. Just instantly, just for that spot.
I am also gonna pick an Ishii match again. So 2018 Omega versus Ishii.
You motherfucker!
Outside of the little issue botch that they had in like 3 minutes into the match, this match was perfection to the point. And I know people don't like him, but Kevin Kelly lost his mind watching this match, and I lost it.
Kevin Kelly did lose his mind.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As far as this match, yeah, this match is awesome. I'll pick that one. Josh.
Let's see. Let's do.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I know I messed y'all up.
Nobody. I don't think anyone's done it. No one's done Tanahashi and Ibushi yet, right?
That was on my list, though. My list is wiped out. By the way.
My other two are gone. Jesus.
But yeah, that match is just awesome. Like that was. That was.
I teared up. I teared up on that match. At the end of that match.
That was
watching that whole tournament to that point, and it's just
That's Ibushi's like I'm here match to me. So.
Man, the spot where Ibushi goes nuts and he starts hitting Tana with the palm strikes, and the Tana starts walking him down. That's superhero pro wrestling shit right there, man. That's great stuff. Great stuff. All right, Chase, what you got?
No, it's you. Oh, it is me.
Yep.
Okay. So, 2018, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Minoru Suzuki. I love this match. This is a JR match because it's all about isolating a body part. Because Minoru Suzuki for 20 minutes, because this is when Tanahashi was in a way with his knee. Not both knees at this time, but the first one had started to degrade. And Suzuki relentlessly works it over for 20 minutes until Tanahashi
that reverse dragon screw,
inverted dragon screw to Suzuki, and Suzuki screams. It's weird because you wouldn't think of him screaming, but he screams when it happens. It's just beautiful pro wrestling, in my opinion.
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, so I don't want to keep choosing finals, but I got to choose my other favorite final, 2015. Shinsuke Nakamura. Yeah, Brendan, revenge, sweet revenge. But 2015 Tanahashi and Shinsuke Nakamura. This is probably the most dramatic G1 final. I think that like when each high fly flow was like, is this dude gonna move? Is this dude gonna get the knees up? Yeah, it's drama at its best. But yeah, that'll be my second. We still going.
Yeah, go for a third one. I got no more matches, but go for it.
All right, so
anything else? Actually, I got one more.
All right, so if we're doing a third one, I'm gonna go 2017. I'm gonna go Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Tetsuya Naito as the block decider. Everyone talks about that final, and it's incredible. It's absolutely amazing. But that match is almost as good as that final. These two dudes, to me, it's the best match they've had against each other. And again, this tournament is always built on drama and unexpected, unexpected. And we all thought Naito's going to go into the Kingdom, probably going to beat Okada. That part didn't happen. But this match planted the seed of doubt because there were a couple times where they got me, and I thought, like, it was over. But yeah, that would be my third one.
Chase.
Okay. So, since I had time to look and none of the other fuckers have stolen from me, I got the G1 26 final between Kenny Omega and Hiroki Goto. Just the Omega paying tribute to all the prior Bullet Club leaders by doing their moves during this match was incredible. Just all the symbolism. Is this the one with the Ibushi looking at him spot?
Is it?
No, that was Evasion Attack.
Yeah,
that was.
Yeah.
Well, that was Kenny looking at Ibushi. I don't know if he appeared here. Maybe he
What
did.
you talking about, brother?
There was the invasion attack match where Coda was wrestling AJ, and then Kenny appeared at ringside. This is when Kenny was like junior champion.
No, I'm talking about when they reverse it.
Yeah, I think they reversed it. I don't remember when that was though.
Okay, but yeah, I love this match. Is fucking incredible. I like the Naito match slightly better, but asshole down there already said it. Yeah, this is great, and it started Kenny Omega's ascendancy of New Japan.
All right, Josh.
Let's see which. I got 2 left. Let's see. Let's do the one. Naito and Ospreay from 2023. That would be.
Oh, that was dope. I watched that at the beach. I watched that at the beach, man. I was like, this is incredible, bro. And
Like-
then isn't that the one where Naito got knocked out and he still got
think
through
so.
the rest of the
I
match?
think- Yeah.
Part of me wants to put in a it's a super random match that I love. It was Zack Sabre Jr. versus Bad Luck Fale. The match wasn't all that great, but the crowd was so into it, and it was a count-out victory that Zack needed that victory.
Oh, I remember
And he
that.
got it when he caught Bad Luck Fale up in the stands and then ran back to the... I love
That was
so
cool.
much.
That was cool.
But I would say, man, for the anticipation alone, and the match was excellent, but the anticipation alone, I just remember everyone was so giddy that morning to be able to watch this match. And that would be Omega versus Ibushi from the 2018.
2018
yeah.
blocked aside.
Yeah,
2018,
2019 is the
yeah.
first AEW.
Right, correct.
2018.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the anticipation of that match, I think it was at Budokan as well. So it's like, I mean, everything kind of lined up as far as like that match being big time. And again, the match was really, really awesome. So I would go with that one.
Back to me.
Yep.
Okay. I'll go with Ospreay versus Lance Archer from Dallas in 2019. The birth of the Murder Hawk Monster.
I probably should have told that. I probably should have chose that because I was there. So didn't choose it.
Yeah, those two had great chemistry, and that was an awesome match. Still remember? I think what was
New
it? The
Japan.
choke slam through the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Sounded like a shotgun in that arena.
If New Japan books a big building and they only fill up a quarter of it,
Markeem Graham.
we'll be there.
There you go.
All right, we'll throw the game. We'll do it for another day. So I'm done. I got
Oh, what was left?
It was. We'll talk about it later. If it comes up, we'll bring it up something other time. But it's all good.
I think we're good.
Y'all got anything else? Anybody else got anything else?
I think that's it. it.
Once again, thank you everybody I met. Love y'all to death. Thank y'all.
What about me?
Yeah.
I'm talking about at the.
Oh, I know something. Where all did you eat while you were there?
Oh, good question. So, who was that?
The
That
man
said
ate, the man
Portillo's-
ate at the hotel restaurant.
the Harry Carey's. So when I got there, I went straight to Harry Carey's. That steak was fucking amazing. Like that shit changed my life.
Wait,
So,
What
nice
hotel?
you had it twice.
what hotel did you stay at, Markeem?
I stayed at Sonesta at Rosemont.
Okay, because you said Harry Carey, and when I was in Chicago the week prior, I stayed at a hotel that also had a Harry Carey, though I guess it must be a different location.
It might be. Where were you?
Hey.
Were you in the city or were you in?
No, I was
Someone brought up Omega Okada. Nobody brought that up. Wow. Interesting.
Nobody thinks
I
about
mean, I don't
that
think
match.
about when I think about that series. I don't think
Yeah,
about
I never
that.
think
match.
about
that was a
that
great
match.
match, though. I thought that match was excellent.
It's fourth.
Yeah, I-
Anybody gonna rank
That's the one. That's the one Britt likes the most though, because she says it's not.
I mean,
as long.
2017.
I honestly,
Wrestle Kingdom
I
2018.
liked that match more than the 1 hour draw. Personally.
Oh man, I love the Dominion match.
That's the same look I gave her when. What? but Sean, what hotel was that you stayed at?
I was near. Were you near Downers Grove?
I have no idea. I don't know. I know I was right next to O'Hare. I do know that. I could walk
Let me
to
look.
O'Hare.
Let me look at the name of
In
the
fact, I
hotel
did.
again.
But yeah, so I ate Harry Carey's. I ate Giordano's. Chase, was that Tay that said Portillo's wasn't good?
He said Italian
Tripping.
beef wasn't all that.
I agree with
Tripping.
it. I agree with
Tripping.
that.
Well, Brittany didn't like it either, but she tripping.
Oh,
Did you get it? Did you get it dipped?
Ugh.
Yeah. I ate. She did, and I ate hers. I ate like the other half of hers because she didn't like it. But
Weston,
Oh, my
Chicago,
God. It's
Lombard.
so-
Is that where you
it's so
stayed?
the best.
heinous.
Like,
no,
oh
no,
my
no,
God.
no. I stayed in Sonesta,
Okay.
O'Hare.
I guess there must be more than one Harry Carey. So
I guess so.
I
But
know.
yeah, that steak, Sean, you know that steak is incredible. It's
I
incredible.
mean, I unfortunately I didn't eat there when I was there, but
You missed out.
when I was in Chicago though, I did make sure to go stop at oh god, what's the place? The chicken place. Nando's.
Nando's. Yeah. We stopped at Nando's. It was cool.
Only
I
only,
expected
only
more.
because there's none near me, so where I live. So that
Yeah,
was
the
my- that
closest
was my
one,
chance
DC.
to go there. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear Will Ospreay talked about it all the time, so I was like, let me try
It's
it.
fine. It's fine.
It's not
look,
bad.
man. Look, man. I'm guessing if it's like you're used to British food and you're like, oh, it's incredible. Oh, my. Oh. But, bruv, this is brilliant, in it?
And I was like, this shit is fine. We had some place called Eggy's Diner for breakfast. That was cool. So let's see. Other places, I don't remember. Josh, you put me on the spot. But yeah, we went to some Mexican spot. We went to some Chinese place in Chinatown. That was not very good.
So nothing very memorable is what you're saying.
Yeah, like,
Like-
the deep dish and the Chicago dog is what I was there for, and I got that. So
See, I go and I'm a horrible person because I love it, and even though I know it's horrible, is White Castle because I have
Oh,
nothing like
no.
that.
Oh, my God. Oh,
I still
man.
think okay.
Terrible,
It just
man. It's so bad.
Yeah, like. Well, here's the thing. is
Hey, I was right there with you, man.
Hey,
You mean
every time I go
I can get 14 of these and it's
Yep.
less than $10? Hell yeah!
Oh, that should have made you question that shit. What the fuck?
Hey,
And it-
I ate
And,
like
and then they got the chicken rings.
mm,
Oh,
yeah, much
But,
better than crystals. Much better than crystals. I've never liked crystals. So, if you know what Crystal Burgers is,
they're based out of Mississippi. Nothing's good from that state.
they put mustard on it. I don't understand.
You like mustard on a burger?
It's just mustard.
Oh, that's gross.
It's just
House
mustard.
condiments and hook it up.
Just mustard.
All right, but is that it for us, guys?
I think
I
that's
think
it.
so. We'll be back, and we're not previewing because they ain't got no matches for the pay per view, so we ain't gonna preview it. So we'll be back in 2 weeks to review
Or Dead.
Redemption. What is the
There's like-
lamest
there's-
name? The
There's
lamest
like
name
6
for a pay per
matches
view
announced for SummerSlam. What are we talking about?
for
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
We ain't done SummerSlam.
I mean, you got Jacob Fatu and the Usos versus Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Royce Keys. You're
Solo
not excited
Sikoa,
to see
who's a
that?
face for some reason.
What? What'd you say?
Solo Sikoa is a baby face for some
J-
reason now.
Hold on. Okay, Marquine. 6-man tag. These are the participants.
Oh, real quick, Brian. I know you're trying to get out of here, but I know nothing of this. Go ahead.
Representing the bloodline, we have Jacob Fatu and the Usos. That team makes sense. Then their opponents make no sense.
No, it doesn't, because why is Jacob Fatu with those guys? But go ahead.
Because they're redoing Sami Zayn, except there's Jacob Fatu.
Stupid.
Because that's all they know how to do. But their opponents are Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Royce Keys.
I thought Roman Reigns was a face.
He is.
I thought he was a face.
He is.
What? So, are they heels? Like, what's? Or is it just like good guy versus good guy? Let's do cool stuff. Is that what's happening? Even though none of those dudes really do cool stuff except
know.
Jacob.
There's nothing wrong with that, though. There's nothing wrong with that. That's
You
what the
should-
all-in main event is about to be.
You should have.
Maybe not.
You should've-
Maybe
You
not.
should have seen how they
Maybe not.
wrote Paul Heyman out of the Vision.
What happened?
No.
So so they've Maxine Dupree has turned on man who shouldn't be there and Otis, and they're no longer Alpha Academy, even though Chad Gable's never been with them in years. But she broke away from them, and they have hooked her up with Austin Theory because they think having a hot girl with Austin Theory, that'll get him over. And then they're making out backstage, and Logan Paul and Braun Baker are standing next to him. And Paul Heyman's just walking by, turns his head and says, "Well, I guess you don't need me anymore," walks on.
Let's go. All right.